SactownSports.com and the Sacktown Sports app.
You can also watch the show on YouTube at Sacktown Sports 1140. Here are the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Kyle Drake.
Got to see what you think of this, Jay. I was just talking to Kyle Ledbetter and Alan Stiles on the way out. No Draves today's on vacation, of course, in Singapore. But last night, the A's with a tremendous win over the Tigers. We had an athletic player booed at Sutter Health Park, Jay. Did you hear about that?
I did not, actually.
Yeah, fans in the building were booing an athletics player. And again, the A's won in walk-off fashion. They scored 2 in the 10th, and they beat the Tigers, really good team. But Lawrence Butler, at one point in the game, it was 5-5, something like that. Lawrence Butler's up, middle innings. There's a runner on first, and he skies a pop-up between home and third. And he was very disappointed in himself. You know, he's having a tough year at the plate. So he actually starts to walk back towards the dugout. The ball drops. Third baseman picks it up, throws to second for one, onto first, a double play because Lawrence Butler didn't run to first. By the time he realized, it took him about, I think someone timed it, it took him 7 seconds to get to first base. It was a double play, and fans were booing. Now, I think he was just frustrated. He's not a guy that, some guys just don't run. And he was just frustrated. He shouldn't have done it. But I believe that's the first time A's fans in Sacramento have booed an A's player. But that's the way we are in Sacramento, Jay. Give us your best. Maybe it's not good enough to win a game, but we need your best effort, sir or madam.
And I'll just say, what did Kyle and Alan say?
Oh, apparently they didn't know about it. They were on their way out, and I asked them.
Missed it too.
Yeah.
And so what did they say when you told them?
I don't know, because I had my headphones on.
Oh, okay.
It was just interesting. Like I said, it was an interesting game. There was a guy on the Tigers last night, Riley Green, hit a home run, Jay, 471 feet.
It's a bomb, baby.
Yeah.
It's a bomb.
471. And, in that ballpark, you don't have an upper deck, so they can't really show it.
Looks further.
Yeah. And so he hit it over the batter's eye, and it might have hit the top of the batter's eye. And Lawrence Butler just kind of turned, and, you can tell by the outfielders, he turned and he's like, I'm not even chasing that one. And everyone's just like, whoa, looking almost straight up. But the ball went 471.
That's a bomb.
Yeah, a grand slam. But the A's came back to win the game.
That's almost to the street.
Yeah.
Had to be almost to the street. Left field, where was it hit to left field or dead center?
Yeah, a little bit right center, but center field.
Yeah, because you said Lawrence Butler were looking up, right? So yeah, that might not went too further than I thought, but that's a bomb.
Yes, that's the longest home run hit by a Tiger in the StatCast era, which is
what?
20, yeah.
You mean to tell me Mickey Mantle?
They didn't have the StatCast then. They just had people out there. Let me get my tape measure out there, my slide rule. 592.
Yeah, that's a long way. 471 is a bomb, brother. Mm-hmm. And I've always wondered, how do they, quote unquote, know how far these balls go when they hit a home run? Like, no doubt they have, it gets to the separate second deck, it gets to the third deck. Sometimes you get in some of these arena stadiums, and you're like, okay, well, getting from the plate to the second deck, halfway, they probably have like denouncements, certain places where they have measurements. But I've always wondered, how in the hell do you know that was 492?
Yeah.
Like, how do we know that?
I think they have to, and I might be using this term incorrectly, but I think they have to triangulate. So they have a spot where it lands, and then they judge the arc and figure out. Yeah,
a little geometry.
But in Sacramento, it's tougher sometimes when they hit one. It's like, that ball just went off into the night.
Yeah, you don't see it.
We don't know where it landed.
Know where it landed, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
But that was a 471, they said.
But see, that's the other part of it too, is sometimes we know if the ball is hit into the second deck midway up, we don't know how far it would go,
right?
Because we didn't get to see it land. Mm-hmm. We are exaggerating. We are trying to figure out exactly how far that ball is.
Right. Bottom line is the A's won again, and the A's are playing really good baseball.
Yep, doesn't really mean nothing. August 27th when you lost 20 games. So we'll talk about it next year. At this point, you're hot. Look, you got some good young ball players, and I truly think that as they move forward, first of all, they're exciting, and if you have an opportunity to go out there, then please do so. Good ball club right now, not a good ball club throughout the end of the season. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, you might get to see them climb out of last place. They're creeping up on those Angels. They're creeping up on third place. Yeah. And I don't know where they are as far as catching the Giants. That might not matter to some, but it matters to me. I'd like to see them catch the Giants.
Oh, they will. Don't worry about it.
Are they gonna? Okay. Ramsey weighing in on the text line. What are the first 3 words, Jay, in Ramsey's text?
This is Ramsey.
Yes, sir. This is Ramsey. That Riley Green grand slam was a shot. First time I've seen someone clear the center field batter's eye at Sutter Health Park. I thought it did, Ramsey, but on TV, they didn't show it. And my wife, she knew. She was wondering, I want to see that, see how far it went. And they didn't show, because you don't have the upper deck there. But it did look like from the way Lawrence Butler was looking up that it went all the way over that massive batter's eye in center, Jay.
The A's are 62 and 72, right? It's 62 and 72. I just looked up the Giants. 64 and 69. I mean,
we got a horse race.
You're talking about right on the precipice of, they've already caught the Angels, but on the precipice of catching the Giants. For everything that the Giants fans talked, they balked, they muscled up, they flexed, they came in droves. I got cussed out. Everything else that happened early in the season. And look what we have here.
Well, nothing's done yet, but they're making a move.
I'll just say this. If it wasn't for the Rockies, the Giants would be in the cellar.
Yeah.
Just like the A's.
The A's just a game behind those Halos. Yeah. By the way, speaking of the Giants, Justin Verlander won a game last night in San Francisco. It's the first time that's happened this year.
Yeah, I know. Did you
August
see?
the 27th, and he won at home for the first time this year.
And he talked about, man, win doesn't mean that much. Should have won here in 2013, I believe, something like that, when they played the Giants.
2014.
14, the Tigers. Yeah. So he kind of joked about it. Yeah, that's just, poor Giants offense, not supporting him. According to Verlander's brother, remember? Is that Ben Verlander?
Yeah.
Ben has talked about it throughout the season and said, hey, listen, Justin's thrown pretty well this year, and the Giants haven't given him any run support. So I'm going to go ahead and side with Ben just to get on the Giants fans' nerve this day.
Okay.
Today. Yeah.
Speaking of underperforming offense, the 49ers have improved the situation at wide receiver, Jay. Do you approve of this move? Of course, obviously, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan must have been listening to us yesterday because we said, hey, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, they should sign him. No surprise, they did. I don't think it's any surprise that they get some of their advice from us, from our show. That hasn't been proven, but I think we know what's going on. So Marquez Valdez-Scantling signed by the 49ers. There was a report that he was also looking at the Steelers. We have this from Eric Branch. Marquez Valdez-Scantling has been released by 2 teams in the past 10 months. He had just 19 catches in 14 games in 2024, and he has caught only 40 of 86 targets the past 2 seasons. Sounds good to the wide receiver needy 49ers. See, there it is, Jay. I mentioned that yesterday. 40 out of 86 targets the past 2 seasons. But you know what? He makes them better. He's a deep threat. He's got experience, tends to drop a football now and then. But the 49ers, as of right now with him, that gives them a grand total of 3 healthy wide receivers. There you go.
Yeah.
Step in the right direction.
Saw Jacob Cowan get placed on the IR, which allowed the 49ers to keep or re-sign or pick up Thomas Morstead, however you want to say about that. Yeah, a lot of action being thrown around with the 49ers with Valdez-Scantling, and of course now Kendrick Bourne. It's a familiar name that was cut by the Patriots, so a lot of people are talking about that. Anytime you need a wide receiver because you don't have a healthy wide receiver, a pickup is a pickup. We don't know. We'll see what happens with Valdez-Scantling. I get you. I understand where you're coming from, and the 49ers need any healthy body that they possibly can have. So
yes.
At this point, we'll accept every wide receiver. Hopefully, he can shed some light to the wide receiver core for the 49ers as we move into week 1 next week.
Yes. Now, we also have a former 49er who was made available. Kendrick Bourne has been let go by the Patriots. And a lot of people in the know, people like Matt Barrows, who was the first that I knew of to say, ooh, watch for Valdez-Scantling. He has suggested the 49ers might be interested there. I think Matt Mayoko did as well. 49ers last year when they were talking to New England about a potential Brandon Ayuk deal, according to at least one report, the 49ers often mentioned when they had those chats with the Patriots, they were interested in bringing Kendrick Bourne back. So you get him back now, Jay, and you still need receivers. I think it's going to happen.
I think if he wants it to happen, they will.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple people from the Patriots, reporters and insiders talk about talk about his $7+ million contract is something that the Patriots didn't want to carry into. And according to some of those same reporters and insiders, the Patriots had kind of been trying to gauge his trade market, trade interest. And as we've seen, looked like nobody was interested in the $7 million that he wanted to recruit this year. And so a lot of people believe his value is somewhere around $3 million, $4 million, which fits perfectly into the cap of where the 49ers to be. Kendrick Bourne is definitely a possession type guy. For me, he's probably like a 10 to 25 yard type guy. He's really not going to blow the slot,
and New England didn't play him in the slot.
Very true. Absolutely. He remember they got rid of Kendrick Bourne to sign Jawan Jennings and pretty much make him the third option, which Kendrick Bourne was behind Debo and Brandon Ayuk. And so I think he would fit fantastic. He knows the offense. I would prefer him over Valdez-Scantling. I think he has a little more. He's shown and proven that he has a little more oomph, packs a little more power than Valdez-Scantling. But we'll see. We'll see. The 49ers need everybody. If you can suit up right now, Whitey, you should have your agent call them.
Oh, great hands, Jay. To this day, great hands. Marquez Valdez-Scantling has played in systems similar to what the 49ers run. He was with the Packers for many years, but Kendrick Bourne, of course, was with the 49ers. So wouldn't be a surprise. In fact, I'd be surprised if they don't end up signing him. It's Drive Guys. It's Jay and Whitey today. We have an interesting comment or two on the text line here. Chris the Mom weighing in. Jay says, dang, I'm sorry to hear what happened with Lawrence Butler. He's one of my favorite players. I've been a fan since Campy Campaneris. I'm sad they're no longer in Oakland. Chris the Mom, I know this got some play nationally. I don't think it's as bad as it sounds. And, we've all, if you've been a fan for long, you've seen sometimes where a player is unhappy and you can see through their body language, they're not giving their best effort because they're expressing some sort of dissatisfaction with something. Lawrence Butler, to my eye, he was just frustrated that he popped out. He was really angry that he made an out. And then he should have jogged to first, and I'm sure he will next time. But to me, it wasn't a matter of him like, oh, I don't like this place, and I don't like this team. No, he was frustrated. He started to go back to the dugout thinking it's a pop-up. It's going to be caught. Unfortunately, it wasn't, and he learned a lesson. But I don't think it's something that fans are going to hold against him, and I don't think it's something that Mark Kotze is real upset about other than, you can't do that, right? You understand that? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Made a mistake, we'll move on.
Right.
Nothing big, nothing less.
Yeah.
I've seen hundreds of players do it throughout my baseball career. We'll see another 100. We'll see hundreds more continue to do it. It's not a big deal. It happens. I understand. I get the rah-rah. You must hustle at all points in time, guy or gal. They exist. If that's the way you want to play sports and play the game, more power to you. There, and then you have the opposite. It's like, it happens.
Yeah.
So I'm more down the middle. It just depends on the situation. Frustration can definitely take apart the mindset, especially for an athlete. And I've seen people struggle. I've seen people, get lucky and their mindset completely change. There's just so many different aspects that comes to being an athlete, especially when you're getting paid for it professionally. And as much as we, there is a shut up and dribble, shut up and run type group, things happen, man.
Yeah.
It happens. It's not the biggest deal.
I think there's a difference between someone who's dogging it because they're unhappy and someone who made a mistake. He just made a mistake because he was going back to the dugout. And then, you could see he realized, oh, I got to run. And he ran. It wasn't like he just said, yeah, I don't care. There's a big difference.
Yeah, but there's going to be a group who says you must hustle and show sportsmanship and all that good jazz every single day and every hour, every single minute. And that's okay. Because again, that's what makes sports fantastic. That's how people choose to play, watch, and cheer for their team and or play in the sport. And that's okay. No problem. And then you're going to, like I said, vice versa. I know some people that dog it. A lot of people talk about Manny Ramirez. Didn't go hard most of the time, but Manny Ramirez is a Hall of Famer. He should be. He's a bona fide Hall of Famer. And so as they say, you can skin a cat two ways, right? So it just depends on who you're asking. David Eckstein or Manny Ramirez, to each their own. It's okay. I'm not the I'm not the judge of, you know what, man, he's got to hustle at all points and times. I don't know what he's going through.
Right.
Just what you said. And so there is a.
But you have to run to first base.
Yeah, I don't know, though, man. You had a fly ball. I mean, a pop-up. A pop-up's a pop-up, dog.
You can't go back to the dugout.
Yeah, but you don't have to break out doing 99 miles per hour, too, though.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I said, to each their own.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? People have been great in doing both. Some people will argue you must go 99, 100% at all points and times. Even if you hit a pop-up to the catcher and foul ball, run it out.
I think
It's
there's
a foul
room in
ball.
between, though, too.
Of
hit
course,
a pop-up,
which is what I said.
Just don't go back to the dugout. You know, you jog down to first, and you're going to make it. And like I said, he was horrified when he realized what happened. He assumed it was going to be caught. It wasn't a case of somebody loafing. It was a mental mistake that I don't think is going to be held against him. He was booed last night. It's the first time I think A's fans have booed a home player. I don't think it's going to be held against him.
Why you think they booed him?
Because it was a perceived lack of hustle.
So I think that's kind of what I'm saying, Whitey, is I think you're going to have two different groups, and that just what you said, I think we agree there's something in the middle.
Uh-huh.
You're going to always have a group that specifies, I don't care. You better go 100% and do everything by the book, habituals, habits, and everything else. And they won't give you a break.
Right.
And then you're going to have vice versa. And this is the thing. It doesn't matter the reason why, the excuse or true of, like you said, he might have been frustrated. There's going to be a group who said, I don't care. I don't care.
Because when you're paying money,
right.
You expect that,
Very
hey,
true.
I'm paying my money. I deserve your best effort. But I don't think that he made a mistake is what I'm saying. It wasn't that he was like, I don't care. It's like he hit the pop-up. Oh, man, I popped up. Uh-oh, he dropped it. I should have been running. I think he realizes the mistake, which is a lot different than a player who's got problems with management or got issues with ownership. He's like, yeah, I don't have to run here. This wasn't like that at all. You know, there's veterans. You mentioned Manny Ramirez. You'll see veteran players now, certain situations, especially over 162. There's some guys that play every day. And you'll see them, that'll ground ball to second. They're not going to run hard.
No.
And it's not boo. It's like, okay, that's smart because you're not going to hurt yourself. And you're probably going to make it out.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, again, I think we agree. There is a middle to this situation. And, you know, sometimes you have to rest your body. Sometimes you have to know when to ease off the gas just a bit. Sometimes you got to know when to, as they say, cut the corners, right? Unfortunately, people don't see it that way all the time is what I'm saying. And so with what you're talking about when it comes to Lawrence Butler, we don't know. And this was just brought to my attention. So soon as we have a break, I'm going to go here and take a look and see exactly what he said post-game, because I'm pretty sure people have asked the question. They probably asked Coach Kase, Manager Kase. So I'd like to hear the situation. I'd like to know his reasoning. But again, I've been it. I've lived it. I've seen it, as I know you have. There's always going to be a percentage of people that they won't give a damn what he says.
It's also possible, Jay, as I'm running it back in my mind, it's also possible that he thought it was a foul ball.
Ooh.
Because it was right by home plate.
It was right there,
I don't know. But, you know, if you hit a foul pop-up, you're not going to run. And drift it back. So, anyway.
Yeah, you're definitely.
But it was a tremendous win. And I think he also contributed to either the tying rally or the winning rally. So, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any issues going forward. And
no kickback.
Really important to the A's going forward. He's not having a great year. But if they're going to get anywhere near where they hope to get next year or the year after that or the year after that, he's got to be a big part of it.
Yeah,
he's incredibly talented.
You know, one of the things I've had the opportunity, just like yourself, to talk to many athletes. I think one of the toughest things that I've ever heard from athletes talk about is this: when you get your bag, when you get paid, you want to make sure, especially solid, good, you know, people, individuals, athletes who really care about their team, their sport, and the way they play, their reputation. They start to press when things don't go as usual, and you know, that check is getting a little bit bigger. It's gotten a little bit bigger. And so now people are thinking, you know, highly of me, and they want to see results, and I'm not giving them my usual results. You start to see players press a little bit. And it sounds like that's what Lawrence Butler is going through. I'll be completely honest. I watch the A's games, but I ain't put in my mind to look specifically at Lawrence Butler.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the A's are at the bottom of the barrel.
He recently expressed some frustration over the umpires.
Really?
So he's frustrated. Yeah. And he's I think part of adjusting to a new ballpark, I think that's probably to a degree affected all of them. Can't say that for sure, but I think one of the reasons they're playing better is
situation, huh?
They're just, as a team, they're starting to get adjusted to, all right, this is where we are.
Yeah.
For better, for worse, every night, this is where we are. All right, cool. Let's go.
The rigmarole is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Maybe. You might be on to something. We'll see. This team is exciting. That's the word I'm going to continuously use. It's exciting. I'll be completely honest. I don't see a lot of A+ talent. I see a lot of B+ talent. Can a B+ team win a championship?
I don't know, but I think I view Soderstrom and Langoliers and Wilson. I think they have a chance to be better than B+.
Yeah,
we don't know
right now. Yeah, right now, I would agree that I think Wilson has an opportunity to be fantastic because he is a contact hitter, and you don't really see that in baseball too much. I can't remember who I was just talking to this past weekend. Former player. Something I can't remember. I was at a couple events this weekend, and someone was talking about the lack of contact in baseball. Man, I'm blanking on who the baseball player was, and they were talking about the lack of contact in baseball. And we're having conversations, and I was just sitting back and just listening to a couple of the guys talk. And one of the things that caught my eye was this, and they were talking about the A's. I don't know if you remember this conversation. Somebody called in and said the A's would have somebody that hits 40 home runs this year in the beginning of the season. You remember that? And I said,
I think so.
I said, they'll have probably 3 or 4 who hit 30, but they won't hit 40. And I said, on top of that, they may only really have 1 or 2 who hits 30. They'll have a bunch of people who hit 25. And they're pretty close to about right where they're at. I take that back to the conversation this weekend. And they were talking about the A's. Can hitting, because what we figured out, at least in history, is you can win with 1 or 2 arms in the playoffs. Josh Beckett, Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling with the Diamondbacks. We've seen CeCe double back for the Yankees a couple times. So I think it's been proven that you can win a championship getting to the playoffs. When you're in the playoffs with 1 or 2 arms. Do you remember a time where a team had no ace, or not even someone that would qualify as an ace, winning a championship?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah. And it was interesting because I was sitting here listening to that conversation, and truly, this is the issue with the A's. As we know, they need somebody to come through the organization as an ace. Right now, when you look at their minors, when you look at, who is scheduled to be up next, and we had Keith Law, and I think that's why Keith Law is saying this, is they truly don't really have an ace locked and loaded probably for the next 3 years.
They do not. Their bullpen has, since mid-July, been really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're looking for starters. They need starters. JP Sears was one of their better starters this year.
Yeah.
They traded him to San Diego, and they just sent him down again.
Yeah, I know.
He was one of the A's better pitchers.
Isn't it interesting, though? If you really sit down and think about it, and again, I would just sit back soaking up the game.
Well, they just drafted a pitcher this year that's supposed to be really good.
If you draft a guy, we're probably good 2.5 years away.
It'll be a while,
I think, right?
But,
But so
they're
can this team be exciting and be, I guess, be led by their offense and win a championship?
You're going to have better pitching to win a championship. But to your point, even when they were struggling more this year, when the record was, now they're, they're 10 under 500.
62, 72.
They've been playing better.
Yeah.
But I remember we had Ken Korak on, and we were saying for a team with a bad record, when they're like 15 games under 500 or more, they were fun to watch. Denzel Clark and the home run, they're really an interesting team to watch.
They are, but that can only go so far as an A's fan.
Right.
I need to see some wins. I want to win a championship. This is the thing.
Before they leave here?
There you go. I was going to say before they leave California.
All right.
And if they're, according to Keith Law, if they're 2 years away, we in shambles, brother. Exciting doesn't get me pumped up. And that's where I'm having
start,
yeah, but I get it. But okay. you're a Padres fan. You've been locked in with the A's and the Giants for many, many years.
Yes.
You've seen it. You've seen it at the top. You've seen it at the bottom. You've seen it in the middle. This is what I've had a tough time with is John Fisher has killed my love for the A's, right? No doubt about it. But I'm excited about, well, let me take a step back. That has nothing to do with the players. I don't take that out on the players.
I feel exactly the same.
And Kyle Draper has talked about that, about
100%.
booing and things like that.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the players. So now let's just talk about baseball. Let's talk about where the A's are. Exciting doesn't do anything about when it comes to championships. So for you, as we say, fan how you want to fan, that's spectacular. But as an A's fan who hasn't seen the championships in 1989, exciting doesn't get me pumped. I want to see some wins. So help me out. Talk to me as an A's fan, Whitey.
The excitement.
Why should I be excited for my A's, knowing that, man, they might be living, but I want to see a championship?
They remind me in some ways, and I didn't know what was going on then really, so it's a rough comparison. But when the A's first came to Oakland, they had some really good young players that were like, hey, this guy might be good. He's, really raw now. I'm talking like Reggie Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
They were exciting. And I think the first year when they were in Oakland, I think they were about a 500 team. But there is a lot of players here with a lot of promise. And when they do exciting things, it shows the promise. And Nick Kurtz has been playing out of his mind. And Wilson, before he got hurt, was playing out of his mind. So, yeah, they got a ways to go. But the foundation with some of these young players, it looks like they could be young studs. So I think that's very encouraging. There's a long ways to go. And like you said, if you don't come through with the pitching, good luck. You're going to end up frustrated in the end. But that's, to me, I think, very encouraging. When you can look around the diamond, you compare him to the Giants and some of the struggles the Giants are having. You're like, wow, he got a good catcher. He's got a really good catcher, really good first baseman. Shortstop looks like, man, he could be a really good player. Center fielder, left fielder, those all look like they could be outstanding players. They've shown symptoms already and signs that they're outstanding players. There are a number of promising players in addition to them. That's very encouraging for the organization. I don't know where they're going to end up as far as where they play, but they're going to be knocking at the top of the division within 2 years easy. Ooh. If they get any kind of pitching.
All right.
Any kind of pitching.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. We'll come right back. With a look at the backup quarterback situation for the Chargers. Very interesting. Next on Sacktown Sports.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hagen Oaks wants to be your go-to total golf game fitter. Try the TrackMan experience, the very best technology to fit your metal woods and irons. The new cutting-edge putter fitting studio with its $30,000 worth of technology is ready for your fitting. Hagen Oaks will help you find the best putter for your game. Hagen Oaks offers more technology, more choices, and more service. Schedule your fitting at the Hagen Oaks Player Performance Studio by calling 916-808-2531, 808-2531 for more.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
Labor Day savings are on at Elk Grove Chevy with $10,500 off MSRP. Every new 2025 Silverado 1500 5.3 liter after all rebates. And Elk Grove Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. $10,500 off new Silverado exclusively at the Elk Grove Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See it all at MegaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Excludes work parking, TR2, not trading 2011 Chevy car, not available with special financing, lease, and some other offers.
Made a great deal at Meda.
Everybody, it's Kyle Draper for Bell Brothers Plumbing. That's right, the no surprise guys. Plumbing problems got you down, just ruining your day? Well, ring the bell. Bell Brothers, that is. They offer free plumbing checkups, and you can get $50 off any plumbing fix, whether it's leaks, clogs, upgrades, you name it. Bell Brothers, the no surprise guys. Visit nosurpriseguys.com.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/SacktownSports1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
It's Jay and Whitey today. Drape's enjoying vacation in Singapore. Then he's on his way to Australia after that, right? After a few days?
No, he's going to Bali.
Bali? I'm sorry. Why did I think he's going to Australia? Bali.
He's going to Australia after Bali.
Oh, okay. That's fine. All right, thank you. Yes, we're still digging out from under all the tidbits of information on NFL Cutdown Day. One of the things that's interesting, look who is the backup quarterback for the Chargers, Jay. How about that? You got your guy, Justin Herbert, and his backup is Trey Lance.
As he should be.
That's nice.
Did he not deal this preseason? As much stock we don't put in the preseason.
But I saw he played well. Hall of Fame game and all that.
Yeah, he did decently against the 49ers, you know. Yeah. He looks to be, albeit I say, he looks to be mature. He looks to have grown into becoming an NFL quarterback. Now, that's going to completely change when he starts, if he starts. If not for the Chargers, but for somebody else. And then on top of that, you know, he's been in a few places now, 49ers, Cowboys, Chargers. So maybe Jim Harbaugh is a QB whisperer.
Maybe.
You know, so it's good to see the young man get an opportunity. Good to see him stick with someone that seems to be confident about who he is and supports him. And then on top of that, I'll continuously say it. There are so many recycled quarterbacks in the league that we know are not good. They're below average, and that's just the truth. But they continuously get recycled for whatever reason. I have no clue why. I've asked people, and, you know, I've forgotten 30,000 different reasons why. Trey Lance has never truly been given an opportunity. That's what I believe. That's my opinion. And I think the opportunity that he was given and was cut short due to an injury. I think he has tools. I know he has skills. Just don't know if it's going to be good enough down the road for him to be a top-level quarterback. But I tell you what, Whitey, the Nate Petermans, the Brock, you know, the Tanner Mordecais, and all these other guys who continuously get recycled, Trey Lance better than them. I'm sorry. That's just Mac Jones. You know, no disrespect, but Trey Lance is on the same level as that.
He's got that big arm, and there's something to be said for, as you pointed out, you could see the calmness in the pocket this year that I don't know that we've seen a lot of that from him.
Yeah.
You just see, and I know even in the preseason, you can tell, all right, he knows what he's doing. We'll see if he does it. But I go back to when Tony Romo got hurt in the preseason and Dak was pressed into duty in the preseason. I remember, Jay, you could tell from his first preseason snaps, it's like he's got it because he just had that presence.
Right.
You could just see it. Sometimes you can see it. And I think we haven't always seen it with Trey Lance, but you can definitely see it now. And maybe he's responding to different type of coaching. And I am one that thinks Kyle Shanahan overall has been a better coach for the 49ers than Jim Harbaugh. We can debate that another day or not. I know there's differing opinions on that. But my point is, I think Kyle Shanahan's been a better coach. But when it comes to developing quarterbacks, it's not even close throughout their careers. Jim Harbaugh's done a way better job of that.
Yeah.
Way better job of that.
I would even, obviously Kyle Shanahan went down in college. But, yeah, I would agree. I think I asked you this, you and Drapes, this a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was just Drapes or maybe it was just you. Can't keep up these days.
Right.
If you really sit down and look at it, who's Kyle Shanahan's gift as a quarterback? Like, who's the quarterback where you're like, you know what? That's Kyle Shanahan's guy. And because some would say, well, Matt Ryan, but he wasn't there long enough.
Right. He did. That's the first one that came to mind.
Okay.
And he didn't, nurture him, bring him up and nurture him. But, I mean, he did help Matt Ryan to his best year.
True. Very
There's
true.
Other factors as well. They had pretty good receivers.
So is that his shining trophy?
Line.
Is Matt Ryan his shining trophy? Like, that's the guy that Kyle Shanahan through and through uplifted to be the best. If this is who we're showcasing, it's the year with Matt Ryan and Kyle Shanahan.
What was the deal with Kirk Cousins? Was he there when Kirk Cousins came into his own?
Yeah, in Washington.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was there.
Yeah. I mean, you probably have to give him some credit for that.
Okay.
But I agree with your point. Remember, I agree with you. I'm saying I think Harbaugh's done a better job with quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Harbaugh, what he did with Alex Smith was remarkable. Alex Smith deserves most of the credit because he did it. But I remember that year coming out of that brief lockout, and people, I was one of them, were laughing at the 49ers. Alex Smith, your quarterback? And they went to the NFC Championship game.
I know. Yeah. One for 13 on third
No,
down.
that's true. That's true.
I'll bring up old stuff here, Whitey. Couldn't even get a first down.
Yeah.
A lot of people blame it on Kyle Williams, and I get it. I understand it. Definitely, there's a big part of that, no doubt. But a big part of that's on Alex Smith too. You got to give me one first down, champ.
Yeah. Can't even blame those muff punts on Kyle Shanahan and his poor special teams coaching, right? Because he had nothing to do with that.
They had nothing to do
with that.
Whitey, real fast, because we're talking about Trey Lance.
Yeah.
If you look at some of these, I just pulled up the latest quarterback, NFL quarterback roster throughout the league. And there are definitely, and I will say this, it has gotten substantially better over the last handful of years, because to me, the 2016, 17, 18, 15s, the 2020, like right in there were some horrific quarterbacks in the league. And not even so much as, okay, starters. I'm talking about just guys that probably had no business being in the league as backups. But truly, like, you really sit down and look at some of these backups, and maybe even a few starters, people would argue, you can't tell me Trey Lance doesn't deserve one more shot. Like, Gardner Minshew has been recycled tons and tons of times.
And he has an opportunity or two, and he's
Plenty
shown that, all right, here's my ceiling.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Next.
Mitchell Trubisky, who backs up Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy DeVito just got cut by the Giants, picked up by Patriots. Zach Wilson has been kicked around for a while. Now, again, shouts out to Mason Rudolph, Davis Mills, Nick Mullins, Brandon Allen,
Poor Nick Mullins,
Jarrett Stidham, Kenny Pickett, Tanner McKee, Josh Johnson, please don't get me started on my cousin. Sam Howell, Kyle Allen, Tyson Bagent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's some guys in the league, man. Remember, prior, Trey Lance was almost out the league, it felt like.
Yeah, he was hanging on.
Man, there's some guys out here where we got to have a conversation about, like, how many opportunities, Stetson Bennett, how many opportunities are some of these guys going to get compared to, I'd rather see the Jalen Milroe. I'd rather see the Taylor Shuck. I'd rather see the guys who have proven or young. We don't know what they're giving. Like Andy Dalton's a proven quarterback. He's a spectacular backup quarterback. Hear what I'm saying? A spectacular backup quarterback. He's someone that could come in and win 3 games if you play him within 5-6. Gets on the roll. You talked about him with Cincinnati. Guys like that, I have nothing against. Like even Gardner Minshew can win a couple games. But the Aiden O'Connells and stuff like that, like, you had your opportunity.
I think 2 things happen. I think coaches are guilty of 2 things. One, sometimes with a backup, they just want a guy that they feel like he's not going to kill me. He's played enough where he's going to know what I'm trying to get him to do, and he's not going to kill us. They just it quiets their anxiety. If I need to play my backup, this guy, I feel like fewer things are going to go wrong with him, and that's a negative way to look at it. And I think the other thing is, I think there's some coaches I'm thinking of, if I have this right, Coach Gruden and Nathan Peterman.
Yes, Nathan Peterman. That's his guy.
I know he's got it. I'm going to be the one that's going to help him bust out.
Yeah, after 6 years.
Ego gets involved too.
And that's my thing, Whitey, is I understand the concept of, okay, we're looking for, because more times than not, when you're talking about a backup quarterback, you're always talking about just what you said. Someone that can guide us, navigate us through 3-4 weeks.
Don't screw it up.
Don't mess it up.
Yeah.
But guess what? They typically do.
Yeah.
They typically are and that's what I say. Special high caliber backups like a Andy Dalton, someone like that. Totally get it. Totally understand.
Don't screw it up is fine. And it works great until you look up and it's the 4th quarter and you're down 10.
Right. What am I going to do?
Now you got to do something, but don't screw it up.
Case Keenum. Here we go, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, Case.
Well, even he had that great year.
Yeah, he did. He did. But I'm just saying he's 3rd string right now in the Bears, which is saying something. But you get what I'm saying. Like, again, shouts out to the Josh Johnsons of the world. That's my cousin. Shouts out to Josh Johnson for continuously being and having the talent to play in the NFL. I'm not slighting anybody when it comes to that. Josh Johnson has been on multiple teams, probably 10 or more teams. That lets you know he has the talent to be whatever you want to call it. He's good enough to be a pro in the NFL. If his agent is fantastic, if he's got good mouthpiece, whatever continuously gets him into the NFL, more power to him. Yeah. But man, you can't tell me there's not a guy on the USFL, an Arena League, a CFL that doesn't even warrant an opportunity, a chance. And we know how it is. It's politics. We see 16 different quarterbacks on NFL rosters per team when it comes to training camp. And we know the Tanner Mordecai's and the guys like that, they tend to get cut, and we see more of the Jared Stidhams of the world. Okay, no problem. But I just refuse to believe that there aren't some other people in this world that can't do just as good as Jared Stidham. I have no clue why that dude continues to get 8 chances. And that's what I be trying to figure out.
Yeah, we'll see what Trey Lance does with this opportunity when we come back.
Start him.
Projected stats for the top rookies in the NFL, rookie quarterbacks. There's one guy that stands out, and it's the guy that you and Emran were saying he's going to be good this year, and Connor Orr agrees with you. We'll look at these staggering numbers when we come back to Sacktown Sports.
The Drive Guys.
But I know you guys missed me, so I was like, I'm coming in.
We're starting to get used to it. I'm not having you, actually.
I mean, and I actually felt bad for Jay too. I'm like, damn, Jay, you got to work with this dude for 4 hours. And I'm like, let me come help Jay. No, I'm messing with you. You know what, though? I missed you the other night.
You can listen to The Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Attention taxpayers, if you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000. And they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated.
Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority Tax Relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584.
Priority Tax Relief. High Voltage Live boxing action returns to the venue on September 6th as Uppercut Promotions presents Thunder Showdown with 6 big fights on the bill featuring local lightweight standout Kyle Akinlali, who enters the ring undefeated. And don't miss a big heavyweight showdown with Chinese heavyweight Junglong Singh and Sacktown's own Vikas Diaw. Thunder Showdown coming September 6th to the venue at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. Fight card subject to change.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed a musty smell in your home? I hope not, because damp smells mean that you could have a crawl space problem. That's where Groundworks comes in. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to waterproof your crawl space and get to the root cause of the problem. Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Stockton Honda cranks up the savings with amazing deals during the Honda Summer Event happening now. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, you'll find unbeatable selection, serious savings, and top dollar for your trade. From quick crosstown drives to full-blown road trips, wherever you're headed, Stockton Honda is ready to help you get there in style. Start your summer adventures at Stockton Honda or StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
A little help. A little help over here. Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you tried online gaming. Who knew 12-year-old boys could be so mean? And where did they learn to swear like that? 2 hours of losing to these underage trash talkers, and you're starting to question if maybe you really should stick to pickleball and other boomer stuff. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
There is no better duo. Nope. Never.
It's the Drive Guys.
Right here on Sacktown Sports.
Before we get back to football, which we're going to in a moment here, some interesting projected numbers for some of the first-year quarterbacks in the NFL. I just want to let you know that coming up, top of the hour, Jay, we've been talking about the A's today on that game last night that was very eventful. I've got some information on Sacramento and Sacramento's efforts to land an expansion team in Major League Baseball that I'll be sharing with you just about 3 o'clock. It's very interesting information. I know, Jay, you shared with me, and maybe you've seen it yourself, story, CBS Sportsline, I think they listed a bunch of cities, 9 cities in 3 countries. Fox, thank you. 9 cities in 3 countries, how they stack up against each other in the efforts to land a Major League Baseball expansion team. And I have some additional information to that.
Ooh, they're a little digging, huh?
I just have some information.
Okay.
That I'll be sharing with you.
All right.
Top of the hour. It's nothing set in stone. I think it's a little bit encouraging at the very least, but we'll be getting into that top of the hour. Right now, here it is from Connor Orr, SI.com. Some projected numbers for the first-year quarterbacks in the NFL this year. I use the term first year because, let's face it, J.J. McCarthy, I don't know that he's technically a rookie, but he didn't play last year, so he's a first year. So you and Emron yesterday, was it yesterday or a couple days ago we were talking about this?
Monday.
Yeah, thank you. We were talking about quarterbacks are going to be good this year, and I think you guys were both very high on J.J. McCarthy. So is Connor Orr. But before we get to him, we'll start with Cam Ward, projected numbers for Cam Ward.
Okay.
Now, how exactly he goes about this, I don't know. I know that he spends a lot of time on this, and it's not just some that he throws together. But Cam Ward Titans, projected starts, according to Connor Orr, 15, passing yards, 3,231, passing touchdowns, 19, interceptions, 11, completion percentage, 61.3%. That'd be pretty good on that team.
What? How many yards?
3,231.
Got you. That'd be a nice. That'd be a pretty decent rookie year.
It would be
on a downtrodden Tennessee Titan team.
Ward, according to Connor Orr, has a dizzying ease about him in the backfield. It's drawn comparisons to Mahomes. It also says he has a bad habit of extending plays too long.
Yeah.
But I expect Ward to produce a handful of 20-plus yard broken plays that will eclipse the Will Levis meme reel from a year ago in terms of popularity. So very high on Cam Ward. J.J. McCarthy.
JJ.
Projected start, 16. Passing yards, 3,731.
Dealing.
Passing touchdowns, 25.
Dealing.
Interceptions, 5.
Dealing.
Completion percentage, 68.3%. Wow.
Yeah.
If he does that on that team, they're going to be very good.
Well, they should be good anyway.
Yes.
They should be good. Good defense will keep you in the game, right? JJ, remember the last time he played, he was walking away with a national championship at Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I really like about him is heading up to his last couple years in Michigan, you could see him getting better since freshman to, walking away as a national champion. But the one thing I really like about him is this. Even in college, he was the type of guy that if it wasn't there, he'd take off and run. But he knew when I'll just take the 2-3 yards and I'm not going to throw it away. Now, all quarterbacks make mistakes. I'm not saying, he's Tom Brady. Even Tom Brady made mistakes. Pat Mahomes does. But he knew what to take. He knew when to take an inch. He knew when to take a mile, and he knew when to ease off the gas. And if you have that ability already in college, I think you'll be good in the pros.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really like him. He has a good arm. He's definitely athletic. He can move around, not just necessarily in the pocket. He's sneaky athletic. He's got a little will to him. I like him. I really like him. I hate that he's on the Vikings, but I like him.
I think one of the most underappreciated skills of a quarterback, and I'm thinking of Donovan McNabb, if I'm not mistaken, it's really valuable when you don't throw the ball to the other team.
Yes, very true.
And J.J. McCarthy in college, let's see, he had 9 in his 2 years as a starter, 9 total interceptions.
Sophomore, junior year.
Yeah. And Connor Orr thinks that McCarthy will be the last of the first-year quarterbacks to throw an interception. Also says it's obvious that Kevin O'Connell really trusts to your point, Jay, his decision-making. Overall thoughts. This is lofty for McCarthy, understandably. I initially adjusted my touchdown total from a slightly higher number.
Dang. He's all in on JJ. Huh?
Yes.
Man, is Connor Orr a Viking fan?
I guess so.
Yeah, right.
McCarthy is a prolific thrower over the middle of the field. Justin Jefferson ate up secondaries on in-breaking routes, hitches, and crosses, meaning that the two should be fast friends.
Yeah, he's talented. He has a lot, Now, of course, it may not work into the, week 6. They may be 0-5. I don't know their schedule. And somebody be telling it, Jay, I thought you said JJ McCarthy would be good. There's always a different, there's always a chance for it to pan out differently. I really like what he brings to the table. And a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, you let Sam Darnold go. But he's leaps and bounds more talented than Sam Darnold. Now, will that translate? Who knows?
Yeah.
But he's more talented for sure.
You didn't think he'd be that good, do you? I don't think he'd be that. I mean,
not that good, no.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still a rookie, man.
Yeah. Jackson Dart, Giants, projected starts 13, passing yards 2,789, 16 TDs, 9 interceptions, completion percentage 62%. How many pretty
starts?
Good. He's got him starting 13 games.
Really?
Yeah.
So that must mean Russell Wilson's going to be hurt?
Or just benched.
Within 4 games?
Something could happen in practice that showcases Dart's superiority to Russell Wilson, and the change could be made organically. How did he come up with 13 starts? He says the only 2 logical places to drop Dart into the season: on the road week 5 against the Saints, and after the team's very late bye week in week 14. So that's how he came up with 13 starts. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Tyler Shuck, Saints. 10 starts, 1,987 yards, 13 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 60% completion percentage. Jalen Milroe,
no starts.
Right. 119 passing yards, 5 total touchdowns, 75% completion percentage. Seahawks, I think I read today, they're already putting some packages in for Jalen Milroe. Yeah. Dylan Gabriel, 2 starts, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Shedeur Sanders, 1 start, 179 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And that's the complete list from Connor Orr, his projections for first-year quarterbacks. He likes J.J. McCarthy to go off this year.
Yeah. I could see it because his team probably of all the first-year starters is the best, number 1. Number 2, as much as he's a rookie on the field, he's had the opportunity to go through a full season of professionalism, which means the per diem envelopes, the Zales, the travel, all those good things. And unlike the other first-year guys, rookies, he's been established in Minnesota, probably already has a home, things like that. So it just means more. When you feel a little more comfortable, you probably play a little bit better.
And he played for the quarterback whisperer in college, right?
Yeah, that is true. Jim Harbaugh.
When we come back, there's a new list of potential expansion cities for MLB. Is Sacramento on it? Where are they on it? I've got some additional information for you on that as well when we come back. Drive, guys. Don't go away. Sacktown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Like the blind test test, you do pizza guys, and then you do like Tombstone. What's the one that's like super cheap? I used to use it for burrito wrapping. Back in
what are you talking about?
Pizza? You could put like a bunch of extra crap in there and you fold it up like the taco. Let's go.
You can listen to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube or the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Summer's wrapping up, and life is picking back up. Early mornings, long days, and a to-do list that doesn't quit. And neither should you. Who has time to slow down due to body pain? That's why there's Aleve, to keep you going. With just one pill, Aleve delivers longer-lasting body pain relief per dose compared to other leading OTC branded pain relievers. Aleve helps keep you moving from sunup to sundown with up to 12 hours of pain relief per dose, so you can keep moving and be ready for whatever's next. Use as directed.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Avery Anna. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Sled Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
The Sacramento River Cats season is almost over. Don't miss your last chance for baseball action, special giveaways, and the unbeatable atmosphere of Sutter Health Park. Get your tickets before it's too late. Grab yours today at rivercats.com.
Elk Grove Honda is proud of Honda's lineup of trucks and SUVs offering compatibility and versatility to the core. From the all-electric Prologue to the Pilot, Honda's most rugged SUV, and from the Street Smart CRV to the Ridgeline's truckload of capabilities, Honda's lineup also includes the Passport, designed for adventure, and HRV, just as smart as it looks. See the exciting new models at Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Avery Anna. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Sled Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacramento's official home of the 49ers.
San Francisco.
Sacktown Sports, 1140.
Try this. Guaranteed turn square to a pop it. You ain't down? I ain't got
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sacktown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Yeah, we just heard the voice of the Niners, Greg Papa there. Greg Papa will be heard this year with Carmichael Dave. But I know you sent me a note, Jay, that said that Guy Haberman will be among those filling in for Pop, at least in the short term in the radio booth. So yeah, Guy Haberman's my guy.
8 people.
All the best. Yes.
Carlos Ramirez
in there. Yeah. They'll have a lot of talent in there, but of course, there's only one Greg Papa.
Somebody else I had never heard of.
There's a bunch of names there.
Yeah, I was like, man, they got and understandable. You know, this is right at the end, unfortunate events for Greg, and it caused, and you know how it goes when you play by play. Draper talks about it. Guys get their schedules full seasons in advance, and so probably caught a lot of people off guard, and they're trying to figure out how they can get so many different people in the booth to cover for Greg.
Yeah,
it was tons of people.
49ers announcing that serving as play-by-play broadcasters alongside Tim Ryan this season in the radio booth, which you'll hear here, of course, on Sacktown Sports. Guy Haberman. He really is my guy. I've known him a long time.
That's your guy?
Yeah, it really is.
Okay.
Yeah. Went to his wedding.
Really?
Yes.
How you know Guy?
Worked with him.
Oh, wow.
And then
got to get him on.
He knows. I know. I when it was announced that he was going to do the TV, I reached out to him and he said, I will at some point. I'm just too busy. He knows Jose because he's their big Fresno guy.
Ah, gotcha. Too busy. You ain't doing nothing. You're the voice of the Niners now, man.
I'll follow back. I'll circle back.
No, I'm just playing.
Justin Allegri, Troy Clardy. I know Troy Clardy.
Really?
Carlos Ramirez and Jack Smith.
So I'm 2 or 3 because I don't know the middle 2, and then the last one, Jack Smith. Who's Troy Clardy?
Troy Clardy, I think, did some stuff for the A's for a while and for Stanford.
Really?
I don't know him, but I think I'm friends with him. I think I've exchanged like text
pleasantries or something.
Yeah. But Guy Haberman's my guy.
That's your guy.
We'll get Guy Haberman on. I'm a little disappointed that he's not doing it full time. Maybe he can't because he has other duties and things.
What else is he doing these days?
I know he was with the Pac-12 network, and
that's defunct.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I think he probably has already signed up to do some college football. That'd be my guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Here it is from FoxSports.com. Top potential MLB expansion cities. Mention this because, of course, Sacramento is on this list. So here are the 9 cities they mentioned. Let's see if there's any of these that right away, Jay, we can say, nope, they have no chance. You got Charlotte, North Carolina, Mexico City, Mexico, Montreal, Canada, Nashville, Oakland, Portland, Salt Lake City, San Antonio, and Sacramento.
Yeah, the two that pop out to say no chance, I'll let you know here.
I don't think Oakland is in the running, and that's one of the reasons I thought Sacramento's not going to get a team. I thought Oakland is in a big market, and you've got a lot of money there. You've got a lot of people interested. But the more you look into it, the more it sounds like baseball doesn't want a team in the Bay Area to split the market with the Giants. So I just figured it's a no-brainer. They're going to go back there. There's a lot of people with a lot of money that are trying to get them back. I don't think baseball wants a team in Oakland. So I am crossing Oakland off the list.
Okay.
Not saying that should be the case, but I think it is going to be the case. Mexico City, Mexico, I'm also crossing off the list. Baseball has talked about that for a long time, but Manfred has never gotten very serious about it. I think there's logistical issues there. You also have the altitude, a huge population, and they love baseball, but it's been talked about for a long time, but never very seriously. So maybe somewhere down the road, I'm not even sure that Mexico City would be ahead of Monterrey, Mexico. Seriously, because they played there too.
Right.
So I would cross them off the list. Charlotte, we'll get to Charlotte. Nashville, I think, is, and didn't the mayor even tell you guys, Nashville's probably going to get a team. Yeah. So they probably get one of the 2 spots. So if I'm right, that takes out 3 that leaves Charlotte, Montreal, Portland, San Antonio, Salt Lake City, Sacramento. That's 6 for 1 spot. Jay, how about you? Anybody else you're crossing off? Or are you putting anybody else back on?
No, I think you're spot on when it comes to Mexico. I think, it sounds good. It looks good on paper. You want to keep the flavor going, international flavor. We know baseball is an international sport. It's played in many different continents, many different countries. And so I think baseball, just kind of like what they're doing with Vegas, they want to kind of be one of the first to jump out there and go grab it and do what they can and possibly, jump in front of the NBA like they're trying to do in front of Vegas, try to jump in front of everybody for the NFL when it comes to Mexico City.
More than 9 million residents.
Yeah, it's a huge city. It is a huge city, one of the bigger cities in the world. I say no. For all the reasons that you said, logistically, it is a nightmare. It is not an easy flight to get there, even from the West Coast. And when I say that, meaning in the form of it takes a little longer than sometimes, from San Francisco to Colorado or LA or San Diego to Arizona. That's a nice little leap if you're coming from the East Coast to go down to Mexico City. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah, they have a ballpark there that I think they've hosted games in before. I know that logistically just getting to and from the arena where they play NBA games there is apparently really difficult.
Traffic.
I don't know if the traffic is as bad for baseball, but I think logistically it's like, yeah, that'd be nice someday, but I don't think we're anywhere close to that. Charlotte has the largest media market of any of the cities on the list. Montreal, I think, is kind of a sentimental choice for people that have been around a while, like myself and you too, Jay.
Yep.
We remember the Montreal Expos.
Absolutely.
There have been people trying to bring baseball back to Montreal for a long time. They will need a new venue. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
I'm with you on Montreal. That was my number 2. It sounds good, feels good, looks good, but everything else is not.
Yeah.
What do we remember about the Montreal Expos? How terrible the confinements were of the stadium,
Olympic Stadium.
And on top of that, from everybody that I've ever spoken to that has worked in baseball, been a part of the office, been in, commissioner's office, have some type of cachet with the league. Everyone to the person has been like, Montreal was a disaster.
Really?
It was a huge disaster to be in Montreal. People weren't coming. Fans were turning their back on the league, let alone the team. I think if for a team to be in Montreal at this point, you better make sure you got somebody with deep pockets, because they need to be They need to have talent, number one. And number two, they need to be competitive. If you're taking a team up there who's just, a la the Marlins, even though they've jumped up and bid a championship, a couple times, a la the A's where they go in a lull of 6 years or 4 years and did good. Like, I don't know if that's going to work in Montreal anymore. I don't know if the international flavor is going to push baseball like that when it comes to Canada. So Montreal was my second city where I was like, yeah, sounds good, look good, feel good. But it ain't going to be, it's not going to be peaches and cream.
Yeah, I have nothing against Montreal, but I know my buddy Mark Kreidler, and congratulations to Ryan Kreidler. He's with the Pirates now. But Mark Kreidler, who was a beat writer for many years in MLB, whenever we'd talk about expansion, he'd say, oh, not Montreal. It didn't work there. Well, they had this year and that year. Yeah, but he says, no, it didn't work. I think maybe it's kind of similar to the Candlestick effect, where now we look back on our time at Candlestick. Oh, boy, that place was great. Well, it wasn't. That's why they don't play there anymore. That's why they tore it down. And I think in Montreal, and I know they have some great fans there, great fans in Montreal, but I think as fans at large, we look at, the Montreal Expos, weren't they great? I don't think it was that great. So I don't think they're going to be involved in this round of expansion anyway. Nashville is probably in. Just look at the fact that they played that game at Bristol Motor Speedway earlier this summer.
Yeah.
Baseball wants
Tennessee.
to be in Nashville.
Yeah.
Oakland, I could be wrong, but I don't think baseball wants to be in Oakland.
I'm with you. I think that's the third city if I'm scratching right off the list. The first one is Mexico City, number 2 is Montreal, and number 3 for me is probably Oakland. There's a reason why organizations have left Oakland. Henry Turner, the high flyer, was on the show last week. He's born and raised in East Oakland. We're not far. I just was in Oakland a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago or so. I like being in Oakland. I enjoy, the people, but I also understand that sometimes it gets a little rough through there.
Yes.
And so it is going to take a massive remake of a reinvention of the politics down in Oakland, the money, and I hear what you're saying, the Joe Lacobs, and there are certain people who would love to put, love to tag their name to a ballpark in Oakland. But if that was the case, Joe Lacob wouldn't have dipped and went to San Francisco. So as much as I hear the mouth talking, I see action differently.
Yeah, I just don't think baseball wants a team there.
On top of that, but I'm just saying, we're talking about Oakland itself. There's some things that the city politically needs to get done. We know there's been a couple of different ventures now who own the ballpark. It's politically, it's a puzzle down there right now.
Yeah.
I was going to use another word, but it's a puzzle. So I think
puzzle's a good word.
Yeah, there's too many things to navigate when it comes to Oakland right now. But I will say this, and I've been a proponent of this all my life: enough money to make all worries go away.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a lot.
Yeah, but as much money as you pour into Oakland, that's going to be the Giants going, you're taking money out of our pockets.
Right.
Baseball, we don't want that.
Very true.
All right, so we're looking at a list of potential Major League Baseball expansion teams, cities, I should say, where Sacramento fits into that. San Antonio. I was surprised at the mayor talking to you and Drapes last week. He mentioned San Antonio. Interesting thing about San Antonio is that a lot of people think it would be kind of a combo effort between San Antonio and Austin. Texas.
Yeah.
Which has been booming in recent years. You've also got, now we're getting into the legitimate contenders, Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City, let's see. They already have a proposed ballpark construction site. They have support of the former owners of the Jazz, the Miller family. City itself has just under 200,000 citizens. Metro area of 1.3 million puts it near the likes of Milwaukee's. Its media market is comparatively larger than the likes of Baltimore and San Diego. I don't know that compares to some of the other markets, but you have to consider this as well, in my opinion. When baseball talks about expanding, or any league talks about expanding, they're not just talking about more. They're talking about expanding into areas where they don't currently exist.
Yeah. I truly think when you talk about the rest of the league, the rest of the potential suitors, all of them have an opportunity. San Antonio is the second largest city in Texas. They are 90 minutes from Austin, of course, going to school in Austin and Houston myself. I would almost venture to say Austin would jump in front of San Antonio. I just think San Antonio has a lot more real estate to be utilized.
San Antonio is about 90 minutes from Austin.
Yeah.
So
hour and a half, give or take.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but when you look at San Antonio, they have all the other makings of kind of like Sacramento. They got soccer team, UFL team. They got a bunch of other things going on.
They
in
could play in
San
the
Antonio,
Alamo Dome until they got something built, right?
which is crazy. But they need to go ahead and knock that down almost at this point. But they still play like high school championship games and district games and stuff like that at the Alamo Dome. If I'm not mistaken, didn't the Warriors play the Spurs there a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they play there? I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, they had they marked some kind of anniversary.
Yeah, it was something there. And it was during the regular season, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
it wasn't a preseason thing. So yeah, Salt Lake City, you're spot on. It's really an area, and if you situate yourself in Salt Lake City, and I'm not trying to make them a favorite, but you're really kind of tapping into the Vegas, New Mexico. Like you're kind of getting a little more regional, and as you said, expanding the look, the feel of baseball, MLB. And the one thing I think baseball wants to do this, Whitey, and I don't know how you feel about this. I truly believe baseball wants to get in a few different places that the NFL and or the NBA does not currently reside. I think they're okay with one of the teams. But if we're talking about two teams or, being close to two teams, you really look at these places, Sacramento, San Antonio, Salt Lake, Portland, like they're really looking to kind of come in and be, if not 1A in a lot of these markets.
Yeah. So the only two left, we've got Portland and Sacramento. As far as Portland goes, let's see here. The governor of Oregon signed a bill in June of 2025 promising $800 million towards the construction of a stadium should Portland end up with an MLB team.
Yeah, they got money ready.
Yeah.
They're ready and waiting to, yes, they do.
Yes. And I have been assuming that Portland would probably get the second team. Nashville gets one. Portland would probably get the other. I have some information, though, that might cause me to change my mind. The bill that would supply money and fund the stadium, it calls on tax of players and team members when they come into town. Like it's jock tax, I think, is a umbrella term for that.
How much money am I giving away?
The bill calls for paying off the bonds through income taxes on players and staff. It was brought to my attention today that Tennessee had one just like that. Tennessee had that mechanism for funding, I think it was the Grizzlies Arena. It was shut down because of a lawsuit, pending lawsuit. And those who point out players and the NBA said, if you look at the way our players are being taxed and the NHL players as well,
right?
It's not fair. And they made such a strong argument. Of course, no one wants to get taxed, but actually that mechanism was removed. So point being, I don't know that Portland can count on this actually happening and work. It's easy to say we have this plan. You don't have any players there now. You don't have a team to go, we're not going to pay that.
Right.
So it looks like, they got everything lined up. But I don't know that they'll actually be able to fund their stadium that way.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, because I remember the jock tax, did Tennessee do it in the form of tax the Memphis Grizzlies themselves, or were they visiting? Okay,
yes.
So the other visiting team,
right?
Which they're already, for people who don't know, in the NBA, you literally have to pull a 1099 from all these different states, or excuse me, a W-2 from all these different states that you go and play in already. So doing taxes for, professional athletes right now is crazy.
Yeah. So that has been, my understanding is it has been stricken down in Tennessee. It's like, all right, we won't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it's going to fly in Portland.
Is that, I'm going to have to go and do some research. Within your research, was it on top of the normal tax that they were already getting taxed? So Sacramento Kings play.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I go to play the Grizzlies. I'm already getting taxed in Memphis, and I have to do my W-2. But now on top of that,
I don't know that for a fact.
Okay.
But I know that the mechanism that they were using has been removed because of protests from leagues and players.
Yeah.
And it was determined that you're right. That's really not lawful. We can't do that. So I don't know if Portland can do that. As far as Sacramento goes, if Sacramento has an advantage at all, I don't know that we do, but if we do, it's the fact that we have a team here for a few years to not only show that the city can support a team, but also just to establish that relationship with MLB. And I know a lot of people have gotten caught up, and I certainly have gotten caught up on the attendance figures, and that matters, but I don't think it matters as much as it would first appear. If Vivek Ranadive and Sacramento officials can establish a rapport with MLB and show them that, yeah, we'll work with you. We have a market that will support you. I think that gives Sacramento a leg up. The big question, though, is this, right? If Sacramento is going to have any chance at a major league expansion team, what do we need, Jay? What does Sacramento need?
You need a new stadium. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I think you need a place to put it. And the third thing is I think you need to, as people say, the big whale. You need someone who's going to be able to finance a lot of private money. People talk about corporate money, but private money kill corporate money if someone wants to spend the money.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my three things. I truly don't know.
I can address two of them.
Okay, you can get two of the three.
I can tell you something about two of them according to the information that was shared with me.
Okay, so I'll repeat them because I think they're key. You need a new stadium. Mm-hmm. You need a place to put it. And third is you need somebody with some big checks, big coins.
Three, I can't name anybody, but I can tell you that the efforts are underway. No surprise. And a lot of people are working very hard on this as we speak.
Cool.
I can also tell you that some believe, and this is what I'm looking for based on what I've been told, an economic impact report should be published around November.
Couple months.
On a new stadium.
Okay.
And 3 potential stadium sites sometime in 2026.
Now, this is news to me, Mr. Gleason.
Yes, it was news to me as well.
Because I feel like we've had tons and tons of people who come on this show, and I feel like we've read, so many different articles, and I've heard a few different names, and even Kevin, the mayor, came on last week, and he pitched a few different ideas, and we were talking about the I-5 corridor, with the new SMUD Museum, and of course the rail yards and Golden One and Sutter Health Park. And then he even talked about it, which I forgot, Top Golf going right there on Garden Highway, right around there. There's some room, I guess. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I had not really heard a true location. So I'm listening.
I don't have the locations.
Okay. You do not.
I don't have the locations, but I have the information that an economic impact report on a new stadium in this region should be published around November. Sometime in 2026, 3 potential stadium sites will be shared with us.
Okay.
Did I lead you to believe I was going to tell you where they're putting them?
You took me to the water.
That has not been shared with me yet.
You took me to the water and then said you can look, but you can't drink, big time. Man.
But the bottom line is, people are working on this.
They are.
Very hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one of the three, or that's one of the two.
It's part of, as you say, one is a stadium.
Yeah.
It's like they're working on the stadium economic report, should be published. And then as far as where, I don't know where, but they expect to come up with 3 potential sites next year.
3 potential sites.
Yeah. I know that from what I've been told, the Hard Rock was potentially one of those sites. The new Hard Rock.
Yes,
they wanted to build a stadium there, and I think they even mentioned that at one point months ago. But in the recent story that came out earlier this week, a major league stadium was not mentioned because it looks like the access is not what it would need to be. For
and it's too far. It's too damn far.
Exactly.
Man. Ain't nobody trying to.
Right.
I gotta go through Plumas Lake and all that just to get to
40
the
miles
ballpark.
away on a 1-lane road. It's like,
that's not going.
Rob Manfred ain't gonna sign off on that.
I think the natural spots, locations that straight off the top come to mind. If we're canceling out West Sac, Sutter Health Park, because that ballpark can
West
no
Sac,
longer
I believe,
be.
is their own. They're like separate from this, but they are working as well.
Understandable.
On something.
Understandable.
Separate from these efforts.
I got you.
Yeah.
So this is just Sacramento County. This is not YOLO. This is not West Sac. This is not Placer. See,
all I can tell you is it's not West Sac.
Okay, so that was part of my thing last week too, and I've said this numerous times. And I want to be a broken record, but I'm explaining this to Whitey, so bear with me, listeners. One of my pet peeves when it came to the Sacramento Kings is you didn't see other cities, other incorporated areas, a la Rancho Cordova, and you didn't see other counties jump in the pit of saying, look, we'll help finance the Kings being here. But I'll be damned if they're not reaping the benefits and the rewards from that. The Elk Groves, the Folsoms, the El Dorado Hills, the Rosevilles, the things like that. So you got that where I'm coming from, Whitey. You understand that? So my point of it is, if we're not including Elk Grove, because Sky River Casino and, they're jumping up around their Grant Line, they're supposed to be putting a hotel next to it. We also know they're putting an entertainment center, however it be right there, Sky River. We knew the zoo at one point in time was going to go over there until, the foundation chose to peel that back. Yeah. And on top of that, there was plans for a mall out there. So they have some room. They have some access. They, it's not easy. I mean, it's not hard to get to Elk Grove at this point. I always thought Elk Grove had an option somewhere between there and Galt. They'll figure out something back there by the branch. The second one is, and it's just normal, is if you go down and you just went through, I don't know, did you fly to SFO or Sacramento last time? I can't remember. But if you go right down here to the airport, I'm in the Thomas, the backside. Yeah. The brand new housing that is by Elkhorn, off 5. And now they even have not now, but there is a brand new exit before you get to the airport in between Del Paso and which I can't remember. Is it? What's the name? Ramsey, where you at? Ramsey would know. I can't remember the exit, what it's called right now, right before the airport. But back there is a lot of room. Okay. A lot of space. Yeah. Now, of course, I understand, we're messing with some flight situations that we need to be.
This is really out of the blue, but when we first heard about the A's coming here, somebody on the text line would hit us with, there's the new stadium is going to be out by the airport. I have no idea, but some people have been saying that for a while.
Natoma's got flood issues and all that jazz. So yeah, that's a little tricky. And this is the third one. And it's interesting that Sac State is getting ready to jump on it.
Can we come back to it?
Of course.
Yeah. Jay's third potential stadium site for Sacramento's Major League Baseball expansion team. When we come right back, Drive Guy, Sacktown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Like the blind test test, you do pizza guys, and then you do like Tombstone. What's the one that's like super cheap? I used to use it for burrito wrapping back in.
What are you talking about?
Pizza? You could put like a bunch of extra crap in there, and you fold it up like a taco. Let's go, man.
You can listen to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube or the Sacktown Sports app.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Seems like back to school happens earlier each year.
First day of school coming in hot.
And this year, my kids had massive supply lists.
Folders, notebooks, and pens. Oh, the humanity.
But Staples had everything I needed, with some items just 25 cents.
Watch the small print.
No. My back to school budget was saved by Staples Easy Button.
Everything for school, in stock and as low as 25 cents. Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. It's 9/13 while supplies last.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Hey everybody, it's Kyle Draper for Bell Brothers, the No Surprise Guys. Right now is the perfect time to take advantage of their massive Labor Day savings. Up to $2,500 off select heating and cooling systems. Plus, they'll throw in a free 50-gallon water heater. These deals won't last long, so call Bell Brothers, the No Surprise Guys, or visit them at nosurpriseguys.com.
At Kids Care Dental and Orthodontics, we provide anxiety-free dental care from first tooth through teens to ensure your child's dental health journey is all smiles. We've created a fun, kid-friendly dental experience that will put your child at ease, and you'll be smiling too. We accept most insurance options, and we have convenient hours, including Saturdays. At Kids Care, we care about creating fearless smiles for the whole family. Kids Care Dental is now offering sensory-friendly hours at select locations. For more info and to book your appointment, go to kidscaredental.com and discover why more families in Sacramento trust us with their kids' smiles.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's happening for the Make This the Summer Sales event?
Right now, save up to $15,000 off MSRP on new 2025 Ram 1500 crew cabs. The Motor Trend 2025 Truck of the Year.
Okay, but what about those hard-to-find heavy duties?
Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on the hard-to-find brand new 2025 Ram Heavy Duties. You won't find a better selection of new Rams in California, with over 400 new Rams available and more on the way.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$15,000 total net savings on select new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorns after $83.16 factory rebates and $66.84 dealer discounts. Rebates include 10% below MSRP. $2,000 Stellantis financial bonus cash. Must finance with Stellantis. $500 on the job upfit. Must show eligible upfit. $11,000 total net savings on select new 2025 Ram 2500 Limited after $2,500 factory rebates and $8,500 dealer discount. Rebates include $500 on the job upfit. Must show eligible upfit. At least 5 at each net savings. Not everyone will qualify for all rebates. See dealer for details.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Mocash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Sled Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Jay, are you playing Incubus? Dropping a little Incubus?
I am, sir.
Oh, my daughters used to love Incubus. They saw them a million times.
Really? How many times have you seen them?
I have not seen Incubus. Okay. Drive Guys with you. It's Jay and Whitey today. Drapes on vacation. We've just been talking about Sacramento's efforts to land a Major League Baseball expansion team. And we've got some new information today. And Jay's going to share with us another one of his potential stadium sites in just a moment. FoxSports.com just had a piece here in the last day or so. Top potential MLB expansion cities. Nashville is one of them. They have 9 cities here. Nashville is one, and pretty much everyone involved in any way, shape, or form feels that Nashville is probably going to get one of the 2 teams. So give them one. Charlotte, probably not ready. Mexico City, logistics, not there yet. Massive population, but a little tricky. Montreal, there have been a lot of people trying to get a team there for a long time. I don't know that baseball ultimately is going to go back there. Oakland, I don't think the Giants want a team there. I think Oakland has a strong argument, but I've come to the conclusion that baseball doesn't want to go back there. So then you've got San Antonio, Salt Lake City, Sacramento, Portland. Portland, as we know, has a stadium plan that is funded by a so-called jock tax. And it was shared with me today by somebody who may or may not be involved in Sacramento's efforts, that Portland, the jock tax might not fly for this reason. Memphis, they had one in Tennessee. Tennessee had one, might have been Nashville. And according to a report, 2014, about 140 NBA players suing for a refund of money paid under the state so-called jock tax. The jock tax was revoked in Tennessee by the Tennessee General Assembly in April, effective almost immediately for the NHL, and in 2016 for NBA players. So what does all that mean? Why do we care? This jock tax didn't fly in Tennessee. It was stricken down. It was struck down. So I don't know that if it will fly in Portland. It's easy now to go, we've got a mechanism to fund the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
There's no players there to object to it yet because they don't have a team.
Right.
But I don't know if that will fly, which would increase Sacramento's chances, you would think. An economic impact report, according to some, should be published around November on Sacramento and a new stadium and the impact on the region. And I've been told 3 potential stadium sites. We should hear them sometime in 2026. And you were just breaking down your J Stadium sites.
Yeah, Elk Grove is one, just because I think they've been in the mix for a little bit of everything when it comes to the zoo, the mall, Sky River being built. Number 2 by the airport. Thank you, somebody, 916 Metro Air Parkway.
There you go.
Exit in between Del Paso and the airport. Pass it all the time. Just couldn't remember because it's one of them things that hadn't been there for so long. Been driving up and down 5 all my life. Just completely forget
I do
about
that all the time. Like you go here, what street is that? I don't know. It's a street I turn on all the time. What is it? I don't know. But when I'm there, I know it's the one you turn on. Right?
That's it. I like that. That's a great description. But I think with all the new housing, going back that way, we just keep extending and extending and extending ourselves here in Sacramento. Pretty soon, that it'll never probably happen because, there's some water in between us and Woodland. But man, we may just extend the Woodland at this point, at Sacramento. But that's my second one. And then the third one is this. We heard last week about Sac State looking at Cal Expo. I think we can all agree that as much as we love Cal Expo, it has been underdeveloped for at least my lifetime, truly. Sac Republic plays there, and I still would say it's underdeveloped. I think there's so much space, opportunity, and you really could do some great things with that area. Truly, I think we're coming down to the point people are starting to see that, and Sac State looks like they're getting ready to try to jump in front of that. But we know you can build a football stadium and a basketball, a basketball and a baseball. It happens everywhere. It just was happening in Oakland. If and when, which is allegedly what Sac State is pushing forward to, is to peel back, which I know it would hurt your heart and mine too, the ponies course, the race, the racing track. You have a ton. Because this is the thing. And this is what I have Connor Sutton on today, who's talking about breaking ground here for the Sac Republic and down at the Sac Rail Yards. You know what I have not heard yet, Whitey, is what's going to happen to that stadium? Allegedly, Waterworld will be returning back sometime next year. They're going to call it something different. That means we're going to have a brand new facility, a new water park, potentially new stadium for college football, and a whole right side, a whole west wing of nothing closest to the freeway. That doesn't normally happen. What normally happens, you build around that. So either we're going to see shops, businesses, hotels, something pop up there, or we're going to have a whole lot of flat land.
Yeah. Right.
Something's got to happen at Cal Expo, and it's got to happen soon.
Well, you've got people in town that are looking for new stadiums. So you know that in some cases there's going to be some overlap. I don't even know how optimistic the people behind Sacramento's efforts are to land a major league team. I don't know that they could be characterized as optimistic. I don't know that they're realistic, but they're trying is the point. And they realize that with this agreement that was made with the A's to have them parked here for 3, maybe 4 years, gives Sacramento a very unique opportunity. Doesn't assure anything, but you've got the team here. You've got opportunities to do something to show MLB what you can offer them that go beyond how many people are at the game each night.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
And you know how it is. Commissioners come through the games all the time. Adam Silver, Rob Manfred, guys like that, they'll be through and check out a couple of games. Normally they bounce around to all of the cities within the league. And so while you have them here, you just, send a black card, tell them, come on over here. And then you just give them a hard hat and say, look, here goes the blueprint, champ. And we have a little bit of funding here, big time. Like those are the things that
Rob
you have.
Manfred champ?
Yeah. Well, he ain't one, but you know what I mean.
We're not going to have you at the meeting.
No.
Me neither.
Well, why not? If I'm calling him champ, I'm going to show some love right then and there. I can't be fake, but I'm at least. But you get what I'm saying. Cal Expo, and I've always thought this, and now, obviously I'm not the only one, but it has truly been underdeveloped for so long. And it sits smack that really like mid-city nowadays. Like Arden is, as much as we talk about Midtown, no, it's not Midtown anymore. Downtown is not Midtown anymore because we've stretched out so far, east, west, north, and south. Rockland is a suburb. Like we were just talking about this last week. Lincoln is a suburb of Sacramento. Think about that.
Yeah.
Lincoln is a suburb of Roseville, which is a suburb of Sacramento. Who would have ever thought that? So if we even wrapped our lips to talk about taking a stadium in the Hard Rock, you better believe there's somebody with their eyes on it in the smack dab in the middle of the city.
Is the spot where Craig Lukenbill was going to build a stadium originally next to Arco, is that still, I don't even know what's there now.
Well, it's nothing, but it's no longer owned by the Kings. Remember, they sold out to a hospital. And last time I checked, I believe they were trying to sell or did sell or something. I need to check that up. But
I think the foundation for a grandstand is still there.
It's still there. Yeah, absolutely it is. It absolutely is. That was one of the pitches for the Raiders, right? It's like, we can put something else on top of this.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. That's where it apparently is. Sacramento is in the running and in a unique position. Still probably not a favorite. I don't know who would be the favorite other than Nashville. It seems the whole Salt Lake City thing makes me a little uncomfortable. Not that I'm uncomfortable with Salt Lake City, but obviously we'd love to see Sacramento get a team. But Salt Lake City looks like they're making some headway.
Well, one thing they're trying to do is it sounds like they want to come into the 21st century. But no, it is Smith. Is it Ryan Smith that owns the Jazz? Deep pockets, right?
Yeah.
And so the Miller family, like you said, they're looking to kind of get back into the realm of sports. We know that with the hockey squad, and I truly think Utah is saying we want to be a massive conglomerate. We want to push the narrative when it comes to the media market. I always find it interesting that Utah, how well Utah is perceived and received by leagues throughout our country.
They just got the new hockey team.
Yeah, like people enjoy having teams in Utah. And it's nothing against Utah, but I just find it very difficult because it's freezing all the time or half the time. And then on top of that, when you really sit down and look at it, there's been some, negative stains on Utah in certain instances. You really look at people who have come through there. You talk to former Kings, and I've had the opportunity. One of the things they say is like, yeah, man, Utah, it wasn't the easiest people to play in front of. There were some things that were said that we can't repeat. And so I always find it interesting that Utah, they're not getting a pass because definitely they're putting the work, putting the effort and the work into it. But it baffles me sometimes how well received. Like, oh, let's go to Utah. And they go straight there. Like, man, that's interesting. I've never lived in Utah a day in my life, so I don't know.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I haven't even been there. Could this
Great
come
people,
down
probably.
to Could this come down to Sacramento versus Oakland? We'll look at that when we come back. Drive Guys, Sacktown Sports.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings. Sacktown Sports and SacktownSports.com.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Dirk Fedorn in the KCRA3 Weather Center, and a clear night tonight with temperatures eventually dropping off into the mid to low 60s as we head into Thursday morning. Winds will stay light and lots of sunshine for Thursday afternoon with daytime highs in the mid 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
It's the final days of Summer Closeout 25 at your Future Ford dealers. Get closeout pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. But don't wait. It all ends Monday at Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
What other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, it sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
A little help. A little help over here. Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance. What? Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers. Seriously? Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Lowe's has the Labor Day deals you need to give your home a new look. Buy one, get one free select interior paint via Visa gift card rebate. Then add the final touch with 2 for $8 on select 2.5 or 3-quart mums. Refresh your home and save big while doing it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Mums offer in-store only. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
This is Alan Stiles on Sacktown Sports 1140, and the big deals are rolling in at Folsom Buick's GMC's end of summer sales event. Right now, take home the 2025 Sierra 1500 Crew Cab Denali with $13,500 off MSRP, or lease it for just $699 a month for 24 months with $5,999 due at signing. This is your chance to drive the bold and powerful Sierra 1500 Crew Cab built to stand out on the road. When the summer ends, so do these deals. So don't miss out. Visit FolsomBuick.com today.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the SMUD Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Attention taxpayers. If you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000 and they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated.
Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority Tax Relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584.
Priority Tax Relief.
Drapes and Whitey. Whitey and Drapes. You know the pair, the Drive Guys.
We'll get back to the conversation on Sacramento's Major League expansion hopes. What would happen if this boiled down to Sacramento versus Oakland? Could it come to that? Before we get back to that, Jay, we have a Juwan Jennings update from John Lynch. Okay. Now, the three choices for the 49ers with Juwan Jennings appear to be: 1, give him his money. What do you want? What's going to take to get you happy? Let's work some out. 2, tell him, sorry, we extended you last year, and if you're healthy, you're going to be here. You're going to play, and if you're healthy and you're not playing, it's going to cost you money. Or 3, trade him and get something of value. I think, which of those 3 did you say? I said I would have taken door number 3. I would have traded him.
Number 2.
General Manager John Lynch, said today, yes, Juwan Jennings asked for a trade, but the 49ers are not trading him. They view that trade request as ancient history. So Juwan Jennings asked for a trade. John Lynch says, a while ago he did, but that was a long time ago. We've moved on from that. I'm not getting into
2 months ago, John.
What it was, but it was a while ago, said John Lynch. So clearly, Jay's door number 2 is the one that the 49ers have stepped through.
Come on, Juwan.
Whether he will play week 1 depends on the calf injury. Juwan is still working through his calf issue, making progress. Hopeful, but not sure for week 1. So if Jennings can't go, of course, the 49ers, they've got some challenges at the wideout position. You got Brandon Ayuk on the physically unable to perform list. Marcus Robinson suspended. So you've got Sky Moore, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and Ricky Pearsall. And those are your 3 healthy receivers? That's where it is. But as far as Juwan Jennings, we ain't trading him, Jay.
No, I didn't expect for Juwan to be traded. I expected that the 49ers will put the pressure on him, say, hey, listen, either you'll play or you lose money. And I said it a couple of days ago. I think Juwan Jennings knows and understands. You live in California big time. Mm-hmm. You don't want to lose too many of them coins, especially when you're not making $30 million. Now, I'm not saying he's struggling, but I'm also saying, hey, them checks start to add up, especially when they look big and they have a few zeros on them. So I think Juwan will get his act right. According to what we know, he's allegedly hurt. So I take it as he's hurt.
Yes.
That's where I'm going with it. Yeah, I think he's hurt.
With you on that.
And we'll see after, this week and heading into next week where he sits.
Mm-hmm. But that's how dire the situation is for the 49ers at wide receiver right now. Marquez Valdes-Scantling is like, ooh, yes, he will help. And, of course, there's a lot of talk and even an expectation in some corners that Kendrick Bourne, let go by the Patriots, will also be pursued by the 49ers if he hasn't been already, Jay.
Yeah, they should be.
Yes.
They should be on the phone right now, hopefully.
Yeah. Now, how are you feeling about YouTube and Fox with the week 1 of the college football season approaching? You optimistic?
They better get it together.
Mm-hmm.
I know that much.
Today, the deal between YouTube and various Fox networks expires. We discussed this a few days ago. So if a new agreement isn't reached, Fox networks could be pulled from the service soon, which could impact week 1 of the NFL season, could keep people like Jay from watching Saturday's Texas-Ohio State game. What are you going to do if it comes to that?
Don't worry about it. I'm going to figure it out.
All right. Yeah. Wednesday, today, Brendan Carr, the chairman of the FCC, on social media said, Google removing Fox channels from YouTube TV would be a terrible outcome. Millions of Americans are relying on YouTube so they can keep watching the news and sports they want, including this week's big game. Get a deal done, Google. So you're good, Jay, because the chairman of the FCC said, get a deal done, Google.
Putting the pressure on them.
Oh,
a la John Lynch.
Big time pressure.
Yeah.
Let's get a deal done.
I tell you one thing, you know what speaks volumes is they don't get this deal done, and UT and Ohio State isn't shown on YouTube TV for a lot of people who don't want to plug up the rabbit ears.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you better see some subscriptions start to fall. I bet you they're moved in. I bet you they're moved in.
It sounds to me like you already have rabbit ear plans.
Oh, man, I got plan B, C, D, and E. Don't even worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
One way or another, I'm going to watch my boys jump on Ohio State.
Yeah. Let me know if you need a spot to watch the game. We can always take care of you.
All right,
I'm sure you're covered, but
thank you so much.
Push comes to shove.
Yeah. Who you got in the game? Have you chosen
Hook 'em
yet?
horns.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I
I
smell a national championship in the air. That's all I'm going to say. National championship, right?
So you will be watching the game.
Oh, if I got to fly, I'm going to watch the game.
Hell or high water. Yeah. All right.
I can't stand Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up a Michigan fan.
How did that happen, if I may ask?
Because I was a Fab Five guy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Fab Five guy. And then, again, I'm loyal. I don't like jumping around. So if you like one squad, you got to like them all. So I'm watching Michigan softball, Michigan swimming, tennis, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Horseshoes, dominoes, spades, bowling. I was Michigan everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, then you start to get onto your own school. And now it's like, I ain't go to Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
They did recruit me, though.
Wasn't that the coach that said, why do you want to come here? It's freezing cold. You're going
that was another school. Yeah, that's another school.
Yeah, great recruitment.
Yeah.
Why do you want to come here? It's cold all the time.
But I had already went to that school, and he was like, so I took a trip to the Midwest because my aunt lived in Chicago. So it was like, easy way to go see my aunt. And then you could take unofficials. You use one official and then go jump around and go to a few unofficials. And so I went to a bunch of schools in Illinois and Indiana and Michigan. And one of the schools, and I won't repeat them because it is what it is. But yeah, he was like, dude, do you truly want to come? Would you really come here? And I was like, yeah, coach, absolutely. It's like, man, you're a fool. It's freezing up here. We don't even play on our own field till May.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, what? Like, dude, the first 30 games are on the road.
Mm-hmm.
First 20 games are on the road. Like, you would really come up and say, okay, coach, never mind.
Yeah, see ya. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for the heads up.
Absolutely.
So you played for Vallejo legend Augie Garrido, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Rest
Vallejo.
in peace. Rest in peace. He remember the video? Never mind.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I was gonna say, rest in peace, Augie.
Top potential MLB expansion cities: Charlotte, Mexico City, Montreal, Nashville, Oakland, Portland, Sacramento, Salt Lake City, San Antonio. We've looked at a number of these cities and why most of them can probably be ruled out. Sacramento's still on the board. Nashville pretty much in the winner's circle for one of the teams. If it came down to Sacramento versus Oakland, well, would it come down to that, Jay? And would we have a shot? I just don't think baseball wants a team in Oakland. And I think that's one reason, a big reason why the A's left in the first place. For all the blame that's placed on John Fisher, which is warranted, don't get me wrong, I think it's John Fisher and MLB together partnering, conspiring to take baseball out, not only of Oakland, but just get it out of the Bay Area so the Giants could have it all to themselves. If that's true, I know David Sampson would have you believe that on his podcast, then Oakland is not getting a team.
Yeah. The more and more you keep saying it and more you keep talking, Whitey, I'm jumping in the car with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're barking up the right tree big time. I truly do. I don't know if conspire is the proper word. I think they bullied them out. But that conspire could be proper, right? Be right there. But the more and more you talk, the more and more I see MLB bowing down to the Giants and saying, yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. You're the flagship of the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the A's have always kind of been second fiddle, the black sheep to the family.
Mm-hmm.
And they were out. You were out here first. They came second. So, because when the A's come 68, 68. And so, yeah, it's as much as I hate to see it, I think you're right when it comes to Oakland.
That would answer
Oakland
one of the
might be out.
big mysteries of this whole thing, which is why are baseball owners and why is baseball bending over backwards to help John Fisher get out of Oakland?
Yeah.
Because it's not just about helping the A's find a stadium. It's about making the Bay Area a one-team market. So if that's the case, like I say, you can cross Oakland off the list too.
Yeah, you might be right. Because now you're starting to, what you want to do is you want to dive into some of these new generations coming up, and you don't want them to be A's fans. You want them to be strictly Giants fans. No doubt about it.
We'll come back with a look at some Kings information today. And if this is the Dennis Schroeder that fans are going to see this year, they're going to love him next on Sacktown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Time now for your Sacktown Sports 49ers report, brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, conveniently located beside the Vacaville outlets. The Niners finished preseason play on Saturday with a 30-23 win over San Diego. Curtis Robinson had a 32-yard interception return for the go-ahead touchdown, and Tariq Owens, son of Terrell Owens, caught a touchdown pass. The 49ers start for real a week from Sunday. They're in Seattle. Listen all season long to 49er football right here on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins.
Alan Stiles here with your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Luis Severino, out with that left oblique strain, has resumed playing catch, and his expected return is late August. Grant Holman, out with that strained right middle finger, expected return is TBD, but he has started gripping drills and is building toward a throwing progression. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. That was your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by Downtown LA Law Group. Hey, I'm Alan Stiles. Injured at work? Call downtown. DTLA Law Group, California's leading injury law firm. With over 40 lawyers throughout California, they have won over $500 million in settlements. DTLA Law Group will get you compensation for your work injury. You don't pay unless they win. That's right. You pay zero up front. Call downtown. Text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. Visit them at calldowntown.com. Text charges may apply.
I'm with Vince Bloom, General Manager and Big Guy at Folsom Lake Dodge.
I think you mean the summer deal guy.
Vince, the summer deal guy. And why's that, Vince?
Because summertime means the deals are heating up at Folsom Lake Dodge. I'm talking hot deals you don't want to miss.
I know what you mean. During the Make This the Summer event at Folsom Lake Dodge, I see you can save over $15,000 off a new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4. Over $15,000.
But that's not the only summer deal at Folsom Lake Dodge.
Far from it. I see the summer deal guy is also offering deals on all their Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles.
I am.
Hot summer deals on everything? This really is the summer.
Exactly.
Save over $15,000 off a new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4. At Folsom Lake Dodge.
In the Folsom Auto Mall and online at FolsomLakeDodge.com.
Discount includes 1,000 West BC SFS retail bonus cash, 1,000 West BC SFS bonus cash, national snackable 20% below MSRP, retail discount $59.91. One at this net discount. Sample VIN SN772855 expires 9/2/25.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your flagship station for the Beam Team.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140.
Live and local. It's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sacktown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Thanks for being with us. If you're watching on YouTube, you might notice a figure behind Jay. That, of course, is Anthony.
Lincoln's finest.
Anthony you see him on the True Sports Card show. He came in apparently because Jay and I were talking about the A's and where they might put a stadium in the region, and Jay mentioned Lincoln. And Anthony is like, he's from Lincoln, right? So he's like, I got to go in there because they mentioned Lincoln.
He's a Lincoln zebra. Just learned that the Lincoln High School mascot was a zebra.
Yes, that's an interesting story.
You know the story?
I think I do.
How the hell do you know the Lincoln High School football mascot story?
My brother is the honorary mayor of Lincoln, Phantom, you know?
I did not know that.
I think they had a high school game once.
Okay.
And they didn't have uniforms, so the only thing they could wear was discarded prison uniforms from the convicts. And and he's shaking his head. And they had stripes. For real? They had stripes on them.
Okay.
So they became known as the zebras. Am I right?
Wow.
There you go.
Why would Phantom take the time to look that up?
I'm not sure he's the one that told me. I think I've heard that a couple of places.
Really?
And I don't know what year it was. Do you know, Anthony, what year that was?
No, he doesn't.
Way back when.
So if you went to Lincoln High and you have the information on that, hit us up, 916-339-1140.
What year it was?
Yeah, I'm interested. I want to know the story. I want to know what happened.
Yeah.
Did they get mollywobbed? Did they win? What happened?
I don't know. And I also know that in Lincoln, and I've been to Lincoln. I have nothing against Lincoln. We're just getting around here. I've been to McBean Park a few times, seen the Potters play.
Ah, boy.
But they have a Chinese restaurant in Lincoln. My brother always says, they have a Chinese restaurant in Lincoln, and it's called Lincoln Chinese Restaurant.
Phantom's got to find something else to do with his life.
The voice of the Potters needs to find something else to do?
Yeah, man. Keep going down to AR.
That's right. That's right. So welcome, Anthony. Anthony's here because Golf to Go is live tonight, Jay.
Yeah, Lincoln Zebra style, baby.
Yeah. Speaking of live, how about Dennis Schroeder? Now, Eurobasket is something that's been going on seemingly for weeks. They've been playing these games, but now the games count. They had a warm-up session where seemed like every team played. I don't know. I think they started playing, Jay, you know, when you and I were last out at with Kyle Draper, of course, at Rancho Murrieta. I think that's when they started Eurobasket. But all the games between then and yesterday were like practice games. Now they've started pool play. In Group B, Germany beats Montenegro 106-76, 21 for Dennis Schroeder. And I don't know if you've seen the highlights. He was sensational, Jay. He was sensational. Dennis Schroeder with the Strudel crossover.
I would say what you told Draper on Monday, or was that last week that you told him? You're like, it's the Eurobasket. He's supposed to be.
Yeah, you're in trouble if he's not.
Right.
Yeah. But Vivek was there.
Yes, sir. Uncle V.
Of Vivek.
Yep, he was in the building showcasing and supporting his new point guard. Absolutely. I must have been on vacay and just said, I'll pop on over.
That's like, what do you want to do? Let's go over to, I don't even know where they're playing.
Let's go to Italy.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out right now.
Yeah. All right.
Don't even pack a bag.
Let me call. We can't catch a flight. I'll call my guy.
Absolutely.
To get my jet ready.
Right. Yeah. Man. I don't know. I truly don't know. We're blessed to do certain things, but that's a different level.
I know.
100%.
I'd be going like on a Friday. Like, what do you want to do? Let's just go to Hawaii for the weekend.
Yeah.
I'd be doing that all the time.
All the time, man.
Yeah.
I'd be passport. My thing would be, have you ever had to do this? Like when I was covering boxing and things like that, I would go different places, and you have to get the extra pages for your passport.
No, I've never had to do that. I don't have a lot of passport experience.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so be one of those things. It's like, I'm just always adding pages. Got to get the extended version of the passport. I definitely would be that person.
Dennis Schroeder with 21, and Germany opening, as I said, Eurobasket Group B play with an easy win, and you can see that he's just so much quicker than. He's playing against Montenegro.
Right.
You better be able to get by
You better
them.
believe it.
Yeah. But I think if he plays like that as aggressively as he's playing, I think Kings fans are going to like him, Jay. And I know that Hal Draper has been saying that for a long time. Now, the Kings have a lot of issues with the roster. I don't know how many of them Dennis Schroeder can realistically address, but I think Kings fans are going to like him because he's aggressive and he plays hard.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely plays hard. He's a what people like to say, a blue collar guy. He one thing, kind of like we talked about Russell Westbrook, he's not going to come into any game and don't give you any effort.
Yeah.
His effort is going to be at peak value, no doubt about it. And so I think he will be a fan favorite here, as the Malik Monks and guys like that, Michael the Animal Smith.
Oh yeah,
IT guys who exemplify 100 miles per hour and give you as much effort as possible. He's that one. He's one of those guys. He fits the mold.
That would be a fun team to put together. I know that
like an all-effort team.
Bleacher Report just had their Mount Rushmore of this century for all the teams, and they have the Kings one here. But to put together a Kings lunch pail team, that would be a fun team.
That'd be very interesting. That would be very interesting.
Yeah. And who did you just nominate? You nominated Michael the Animal Smith.
Michael the Animal Smith.
Isaiah Thomas.
IT. Malik Monk. I think you have to throw in.
I would go back a ways and I would nominate Sharunas Marshalonis.
Sharunas Marshalonis would be a great name. I'm just scanning through here the Sacramento Kings rosters throughout my head.
How about Brian Grant?
He crossed my mind. Corliss is one of those guys.
Big nasty.
You know who people love around here? Quincy AC. People love Quincy AC in Sacramento.
The guy from Lincoln. Yeah.
Somebody from the 916 said, no, they didn't say get it right. It said it's the Fighting Zebras. The Fighting Zebra.
Okay.
This is the Fighting Zebra?
What did we say? Just Zebras?
Just Zebras. I just said Zebras. Okay. I didn't know. Anthony didn't school me and tell me it was the Fighting Zebras 916. My bad. Yeah. By the way.
I don't want to fight with a zebra because I bet they kick and I'm sure they spit.
It's over with.
Yeah.
Real fast. You know how they always say phones are listening?
Yes.
So I look down, I get a buzz, and I look down, and 401 media advisory from Cal Expo. Cal Expo and State Fair board meeting. Exploratory agreement with Sac State for football stadium. It just sent out a press release. Literally at 401. When, where, all that good jazz, media contact. Man, isn't that crazy?
That is.
Literally.
We were just talking about those things.
Yes, we were. They must have, as you say, folks tapping in to the drive guys.
Yes. And we're also going to talk this hour to Connor Sutton.
Yes.
About everything going on with Sac Republic FC and their new stadium.
Trying to think who else is on the all-effort team.
If you got any players you'd like to nominate for the Sacramento Kings, can we call the lunch pail all-effort?
Sure.
We're still looking for a
whatever
name for
you
it.
want to. Yeah. I'm with all of that. Michael the Animal. Trying to think, Doug Christie's got to be on that too, right? He's an all-effort guy for sure. What about the other one that crossed my mind? He didn't play that much, but he was a guy, Garrett Temple. Garrett Temple was all-effort too. He was definitely all-effort.
How about Bobby Jackson?
Bobby Jackson's on there too, man. We might be able to put a starting five and a bench.
Yeah, we might need at least 10 spots.
A bench mob? Okay.
I have a guy that I'm wondering whether the Kings should pursue. That was a very poorly formed sentence, but there's a player that's available that I think perhaps the Kings should be interested. I'd love to know what you think of this. One more note on Eurobasket. Nemias Keita helped Portugal win a Eurobasket contest for the first time since 2007. And And he said, I think he was like 8 years old then. He said 2007, he said, I didn't even know what a basketball was. So I don't remember that, but he was very proud to help his country win a Eurobasket game for the first time since 2007. Neemias Queta, 23 points, 18 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 2 steals.
Balling.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Neemias Queta, and that was a Puerto Rico?
Portugal.
Excuse me. Portugal. Shouts out to them for getting it in.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
And let's just
Eurobasket, so it got to be Portugal.
Eurobasket. Yeah. So for him to have a game like that also speaks to the fact that we're not talking about NBA caliber competition. Can I say that without? I'm not disrespecting anybody.
A little bit.
I'm just saying let's not get too carried away with Dennis Schroeder. He's got obviously a body of NBA work that Neemias Queta doesn't have.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But just a matter of, what kind of competition is it there? Well, there you go. Neemias Queta with 23, 18, 4, and 2. So, but I'll tell you what, Dennis Schroeder was all smiles, and so was Vivek Ranadive.
Yeah, he was. With him. Yeah. Vivek was in his element, baby. He was feeling real good about himself. And his point guards. Shouts out to Vivek.
Looks like he's sporting kind of a new look, Jeff.
Yeah, he is, man. That's what I said. He's feeling good about himself.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
Mm-hmm.
Vivek doing his 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
1-2 step.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he was over on vacation or he just, chose to go over there and support his guy. Because I'm pretty sure that's his guy now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's probably. Maybe we should find that out. Is Dennis Schroeder Vivek's guy?
He is until Russ gets here, right?
Maybe.
And Dennis Schroeder can't get any. I keep calling, he won't pick up the phone.
Nah.
He's out with Russ. He's shooting baskets with Russ on his yacht. Sorry, Dennis.
At his anniversary.
Yeah.
You can have more than one guy. Draper's got 1,000.
Oh man, Draper's got more than anybody.
So Vivek can have a few guys.
Well, here's a guy that I think the Kings should have some interest in. What do you think, Jay? He's 6'8". Okay.
All right.
He was a lottery pick in 2022.
Okay. He's young.
He's available.
Still?
The team that he's playing for now is trying to get rid of him because they want to create a roster spot to bring in Dante Exum. But here are some of the things that were written about this player when he was still when he was available in the draft. He is a truly elite all-around athlete. He is explosive, nimble, possesses great body control, had the second highest standing vertical and third highest running vertical at the combine, an elite defender in college. What's not to like about Olivier Maxence Prosper?
I'm out, brother.
What?
What else we got today?
Why are you out on that? Just like that after everything I just told you.
To the table, sir.
He's young and he's 6'8".
We're working around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for substance. And I understand working around the edges can propel yourself to be substance. I'm just looking for a little more impactful player. That's what I'm looking for.
I understand that. I think you and I are kind of looking for different things. I'm looking at this point for any young front court players who maybe haven't had the opportunity to shine, maybe have a lot of untapped potential still. He hasn't shot the ball well at the NBA level. I'd rather have Olivier Maxence Prosper, knowing that there's a really good chance he's not quite a player, than I would do everything I got to do to get Jonathan Kuminga. And I know people are going to go, you're out of your mind. I understand right now Kuminga's a better player.
Yeah.
But I don't think Kuminga's a good fit here. Olivier Maxence Prosper he's probably like not it. But isn't that the type of guy a team like the Kings needs to at least look at, Jay?
I think they're doing it. I think they've done it over the last 3, 4, 5 years. The Isaac Joneses of the world, the Mason Joneses of the world. I mean, look at Daquan Plowden, friend of the show. I think they're working around the edges and trying to find just what you're saying, that asset that may have not had the opportunity, haven't had a lot of playing time. Maybe they've been in the G League and they look like they're better at, and so I think they have enough of those guys. I truly do. I think they've
elite defender.
He ain't no elite defender. Come on, bro.
He was in college.
If he was an elite defender, he wouldn't be getting kicked to the curb.
He just doesn't shoot the ball real well. That's all. No, I get it. I do. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be a difference maker, but to me, he's the type of guy that if I were the Kings, I'd be taking a long look at. Maybe they are. I don't know. But apparently not, because word is, and I think it was Mark Stein that reported this, Dallas is trying to move on from. Remember, the Kings technically drafted Olivier Maxence Prosper. They did so for Dallas. And the Kings did that because they were trying to free up cash to sign Sabonis to his extension.
Kessler Edwards pops in my mind. He's one of the other guys at 6'6", 6'7". They tried. I think they've tried to do that. And I'm not saying you stop. You're always looking for assets, no doubt about it. But I think we have that. Like Isaac Jones is someone that they believe could probably play a bigger role.
I'm with you on that. I would like to see Isaac Jones play more. How tall is Isaac Jones? Isn't he a tiny bit undersized?
Yeah, he probably is. He's probably around that 6'7"-ish. Maybe listed as 6'8".
Yeah, that's my only really concern with him. Everything else I think is gonna work out. He's listed as 6'9", so nothing wrong with that. Yeah. That's not a problem. That's true too. It's like I already have that guy in Isaac Jones. Okay, I just would keep an open mind about guys like that. You look at what Indiana did last year with just waves of wings. Who's that guy? Where did he come from? The one guy comes out of the game and they bring in another one. I would take a look at him, but it's probably a reason why Dallas is trying to get rid of Olivier Maxence Prosper, and they can't find any takers. We have a lot of people with suggestions.
Surprising you like Omax because you're not high on people who can't shoot. Right,
that's true. But he was a good corner 3 shooter in college, and athletic and defends. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, AKA Whitey is wanting to tank, says from the section. Here are some names that have been mentioned, Jay, for the all effort team.
Okay.
Nominees. Yeah, and we are reserving the right to name up to 10 players to the squad, and we also reserve the right to expand beyond that.
Yeah, maybe 12.
Ron Artest, Brad Miller, Francisco Garcia. Ron Artest getting another mention. Doug Christie, Sabonis, Mad Max, Vernon Maxwell, Bobby Jackson, Quincy Acee got to be on there. That's just a few of the initial responses. Mark Olberding gets a mention in the YouTube chat. That's a good one. That goes way back.
Before my time.
A lot of people might not remember that, but yeah, definitely. So those are Gerald Wallace from Peg Junk.
Yeah, Gerald Wallace wasn't a throw elbow type of guy.
Gerald Wallace was a really good player, but I don't think of him as
all effort, all lunch pay.
Sorry, Peg Junk. I don't know. I mean, he's a nominee. We'll look at it.
For sure.
The committee will look at it, but
sure.
I wouldn't be too optimistic.
Yeah. I'm with you. I like some of the Ron is there for sure, right? Ron Artest.
Yes.
Brad Miller's probably there. Yeah, could be right. Brad Miller probably.
How about this guy?
Takes a look. Yeah, could be. Scotty P. Yeah, he's probably close. There's, I guess if we're, I thought about this because I was like, man, this is probably a team that the Kings would do well in putting together. Because they haven't had a lot of top end talent. They've had a lot of lunch pail guys, a lot of, in your face, working hard type guys. So Odin Polynice comes to mind. I think OP would be on that list as well. I like Ron. Definitely love Coach Christie. Francisco Garcia, when you said it, I was like, nah, he's a little more, talent, probably less lunch pail. But one thing about him, he worked hard.
Yeah.
He worked very, very hard. And he put all his effort into playing hoop, too. So he's definitely a nominee. I like that. Sabonis has definitely got to be on there. He's a lunch pail guy, right?
Yep. Good call. Here's a guy that I remember played really hard. He just, by the time he came here, he was not that good anymore. I remember one time LeBron in maybe year 2 LeBron against the Kings at Arco, and the Kings didn't really have anybody who could guard him. Not many teams did.
Sure.
But this guy was like, I'm going to guard him. And he stuck his nose in there, and he played hard, and he just got destroyed. Andres Nocioni.
Ooh.
I remember watching, man, it's one of those things that reminded me that not all basketball cliches are true. There's one basketball cliche, of course, that we've all heard that says defense is all about effort. And when you watch it sometimes at the NBA level, maybe it's a Harry High School thing. Maybe a high school is true, but nobody could have tried harder than Andres Nocioni. He had none chance against
He had no shot.
Yeah. Defense was about more than effort that night. Bless him. He played hard. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a couple more.
Darius Songaila gets a mention. Where we're just in the early stages, Jay.
Jason Thompson?
Yes, but you said Thompson. I'm thinking LaSalle Thompson.
LaSalle Thompson. What is it? I mean, the big dog was here for a very short time, but the big dog was all about it, right?
Yeah.
What about Otis Thorpe?
Yes.
Got to see him play a little more than I did, in those days when he was really putting up numbers.
He strikes me as one of those guys who was just so strong and athletic. He kind of would glide and still be stronger and more athletic than anybody else. He was just that imposing.
Really?
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah. Old Thorpe, the big dog.
Have to ask Coach Reynolds about all this. So 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. If you got a nominee for the Drive Guys all-effort team of Sacramento Kings history. And thank you, Jay, for bringing this to my attention. As I mentioned, BleacherReport.com has a Mount Rushmore for every NBA team this century.
Yeah.
So since the year 2000, the four they have for the Kings, because Mount Rushmore with the four, they have C-Web, Vlade, Bibby, and Peja. I can't put Vlade on my Mount Rushmore since 2000.
Okay.
Nothing against him, but I think Sabonis and I was going by position. You can't necessarily do it by position, but I think both Sabonis and DeMarcus Cousins would get a nod from me before Vlade. And I'm also kind of holding against him his time as a GM.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know he was on that great team, but Vlade would not be on
wouldn't be on
as impactful as he's been for the team, the franchise, and in the community.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have him on my Kings Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. I think Weber is a no holds bar. Yeah.
Right.
Second part.
And again, it's this century
2000 and past. Yeah. Where's De'Aaron?
Can't do it.
Oof.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
No. The way it ended.
Can't do it. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you have Webb, Peja, DeMarcus, Bibby, or DeMarcus and Sabonis?
This would not be popular. If it were me, because of the impact he had, I think I would put Jay Will.
But he put 2000s?
He was a rookie in 99.
Yeah.
So I know it's just a couple years, but the impact that he had when he was here.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm still looking at it, Jay.
I'm not arguing because I love Jay Will. Truly,
his impact went beyond. And I know, they didn't win that many games, and he wasn't when they did this, but the impact he had.
Culture setting.
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you.
I got you.
Yes.
Listen, I'm one to argue about. I think Melo has that type of conversation. Iverson has that. Michael Vick has those conversations. So I get it. I'm with you. I'd say the same thing when it comes to Caitlin Clark now. I think what she proposes, to the culture of the WNBA and the people who look it makes her that much bigger. No doubt about it. And so I hear what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down big time. I got you. I would probably go Weber, Peja, DeMarcus.
It's tough, huh?
Yeah, because I like what Bibby. He was there for a long time.
He was,
so to say,
he was
longer time.
One left hand holding on to the bag when everyone else was gone.
Yeah, long time. I really, De'Aaron's legacy for the Kings is going to be interesting to see as we move forward in the future. I actually think what he does the next 3, 4, 5 years for the Spurs and or another team will dictate how we look at him with the Kings too. Because we were having this conversation about next jersey being retired for the Kings last week, and Drapes put on an argument for De'Aaron. And I said, the way it ended, the way the relationship ended between the organization, the city, and De'Aaron, and it's not so much as De'Aaron's fault. I just said De'Aaron and his camp, his circle, his posse, his group, the way they detoured Sacramento fans, I think has left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a difficult hurdle to clear without time, healing those wounds. But I like to say, man, for everything he did, I like to put De'Aaron right there. But it's De'Aaron versus Bibby, and when you really look at the history of the Sacramento Kings, you got to give Bibby the love. I don't even think it's close. So I'll go Bibby.
Also, we have nominations, I should say, for Danny Ainge and Joe Klein. Greg Ostertag.
Tag?
Eric laughs at his own suggestion.
Oh, okay, all right.
Coolest thing about Greg Ostertag is the little Carl's Jr. bobblehead that he had. I think it had the little Fred Flintstone tattoo on the leg.
Really?
That Greg Ostertag actually had.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conversation continues when we come back. Also, look at the 49ers adding one receiver. Do they need to add yet another one? That and more coming up with the Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by the Roseville Auto Mall.
I'm Dirk Verdorn in the KCRA3 Weather Center, and a clear night tonight with temperatures eventually dropping off into the mid to low 60s as we head into Thursday morning. Winds will stay light and lots of sunshine for Thursday afternoon with daytime highs in the mid 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
The Roseville Auto Mall is Northern California's ultimate destination when looking for your next vehicle. Find the largest selection with 20 top brands and get huge savings during our Labor Day sales event going on now at the Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed, plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Summer's wrapping up, and life is picking back up. Early mornings, long days, and a to-do list that doesn't quit. And neither should you. Who has time to slow down due to body pain? That's why there's Aleve, to keep you going. With just one pill, Aleve delivers longer-lasting body pain relief per dose compared to other leading OTC branded pain relievers. Aleve helps keep you moving from sunup to sundown with up to 12 hours of pain relief per dose, so you can keep moving and be ready for whatever's next. Use as directed.
Labor Day savings are on at Elk Grove Chevy with $10,500 off MSRP. Every new 2025 Silverado 1500 5.3 liter after all rebates. And Elk Grove Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. $10,500 off new Silverado exclusively at the Elk Grove Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See them all at MegaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Excludes work trucking ZR2, not trading 2011 Chevy power truck, not available with special financing, lease, and some other offers.
Made a great deal at Mega.
Come check out Capital
Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with the most variety of table games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. Plenty of well-lit parking available, conveniently located in downtown Sacramento. And remember, Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avery-Anna. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Drapes and Whitey and Drapes. You know the pair, the Drive Guys.
Drapes on vacation in Singapore, then he's on his way to Bali, then he's on his way to Australia before he makes his way back to the River City. So you got Jay and Whitey today. Thanks for being with us. Jay, you know, I know you share my feelings on this. We so much appreciate anytime anybody, well, first of all, just listens. But we especially appreciate it when you listen and you participate in the show. You know, you text us no matter what we think of your text, or you contribute here in the YouTube and the chateau. But sometimes lines are crossed, and sometimes there need to be repercussions, and sometimes people need to be held accountable. Stephen Torres, thank you, Stephen, longtime listener. I know that, appreciate that. Stephen Torres weighing in here, heard us talking about the Mount Rushmore for the Kings since the start of this century. You know, there are some people in the text line. Well, Mitch Richmond is like, no, that's why we're even talking about it, is because we're talking about it as Bleacher Report does this century. Stephen heard me talking about, hey, you know, I might put Jay Will on there. Stephen Torres says, but for Mount Rushmore, Whitey, he brought the spotlight to Sac, but I'm on the fringe for Mount Rushmore for Sac. He brought the fans out. Then Stephen Torres says, okay, I just got to River, gonna cool off. Then he comes back and says, that last message was for the wife. And he sent that to us, Jay.
It's all good.
Is it? What's good about that?
Players make mistakes.
He tried to laugh it off, you know, with the laugh emoji.
Right.
The last message was for the wifey.
Right.
So that means the wifey got something about Jay Will, and I wouldn't put him on Mount Rushmore. And she's like, what is wrong with you?
Hey, we all make mistakes every single day, every hour. It happens.
So you don't even want to put him on probation?
Ooh.
For the rest of the hour? I would say at least probation.
Okay, well then I'm right with you, big fella.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
probation.
Which means you can still text us, but any more violations of that nature between now and the start of the hour,
it's going to be expelled permanently.
Be some serious
repercussions.
Yes. So just so you know, Stephen, just make sure you know whether you're messaging us or wifey.
Don't want to get any other text messages any other messages that might go awry. I got
I'd rather not.
Absolutely. You never know. He said he just got to the lake and he's cooling off.
Yeah. Okay. I just got to River, gonna cool off.
Yeah. See that? Yeah. You know, you never know these days. He might be snapping some pictures or something. Go ahead, Stephen. Make sure you got us on the right text thread.
Lionel Simmons getting a mention for the
train.
Two different things too, and I
are.
can see how Stephen might have been a little unsure because we were talking about, on the one hand, this Bleacher Report story in the Mount Rushmore for each team of this century. That's what we were talking about, Jason Williams, in regards to that. Then also we started talking about our all blue collar team, or what else do we call it?
Lunch pail, all effort team. There's some Omri Caspi from the 209. Who also said Ime Udoka, Tariq Abdul-Wahad.
Yeah, nothing against Omri Caspi, but I mean, to me, did he really stand out because of how hard he played? He did some great things. He was an NBA player. And I know he was part of a really good draft, but I mean, all lunch pail team, Jay. I know it
not
wasn't
for me.
Okay.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Keon Clark, Ime Udoka, as you said. Yeah. Weber, Bibby, Peja, Christie, Sabonis, Boogie, Fox hasn't done enough in the win column to make the list respectfully.
Man, he's got
it.
And
then again, that's the other list.
Yeah,
so that's on me.
Mount Rushmore, man, it's only 4 people.
That's another very important
1,
point.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So unless he plans on going up and building a few more presidents.
Yeah. Only 4.
Yeah, only 4.
Who would be on the Sacramento Kings Mount Rush less?
Ooh. Well, we start the list with Spencer Hall.
Yes, I agree.
He's in the middle. He's right in the middle. He's in the middle, number 1.
The Jet, Jason Terry.
You know, I have a soft spot for JT because he came on this show.
Did he?
Yeah, he came on this show, this time period, and I've told the story a few times. He came on and, he's friends with Coach Doug Christie, and we welcomed JT on. He's like, oh, man, thank you. I appreciate it. 2 things. He jumps right in front of everybody before they could even ask a question.
I'm sorry, but
yeah,
where was this time-wise? Was it when he was first here or later?
No, this was about 2019-ish.
Okay,
this
so
was about
years
2019.
after
he retired.
Yeah.
He was an analyst. I think we got him on. We were talking about some playoffs or something. I can't remember. But he comes on. He's like, yeah, Doug, man, you were a legend. Shots out. He was like, but 2 things real fast. I don't mean to cut anybody off. First thing first, it wouldn't be no Jason Terry if it was no Doug Christie. Doug Christie is like the grandfather, the godfather of Seattle basketball, and everybody that's come through Seattle came behind Doug Christie. We got nothing but love for Doug Christie, and you've treated us right and blase, right? And then he goes, number 2. He said, I just want to take the time. I'm going to have to go find this. Take the time to say to everybody in Sacramento, listen up. I apologize. Because 2, 3, and he goes on to say, I wasn't in the right space. I wasn't in the right mind. I was hurt. I just got traded. My emotions were high. My feelings were hurt. And I had nothing against Sacramento. I had everything against the former team that traded me. And I had everything against what was going on mentally at the point at that time. I never said, and he goes on to say, I never said that I didn't want to do this and I didn't want to do that. And Sacramento are great fans and all that stuff. So he was like, look, it was a total misunderstanding, but I want to take the time right now to apologize to Sacramento. It was nothing against you, nothing against the team, nothing against the fans. So it's tough because he put it all out on the table.
Yeah. And I'm trying to just go back here and find exactly what he said. Basically, he was traded here and said he never wanted to play here, didn't he? And he never did. He didn't suit up, right?
Yeah, he never suited up. They were traded, and then next thing you know, he spun again. Right? Cut. I think he was cut, right?
So you would not put him on.
I would not, but I understand why people who are uneducated would put him on. Again, I have to go find it. And when it's uneducated, not meaning, derogatory term, I'm saying if you were ignorant to the fact that he came on and explained what happened, if you haven't had the opportunity, then yeah, I could see why.
Steven Torres, he says, oh, okay, put me in check, Whitey. Respect. You got it, brother. OMG, making my day. Then on the text line, we got, this is Steven's wife. I love Jay Will. But I don't think it's Steven's wife because she spelled Steven differently than how Steven
is. Yeah, so
I don't
right.
think it's really Steven's wife.
The other two that popped into my mind for the Kings would be Purvis Ellison. The only number one, Nervous Purvis, the only number 1 pick that the Sacramento Kings have ever had in the pen was Nervous Purvis. That's crazy.
Yeah.
By
the way, Jay, this person agrees with you from the 209, and they call it unmounted Rushmore. I call it Mount Rushless. Unmounted Rushmore. Bagley, Jimmer, Spencer, Purvis Ellison.
Ooh, those are some good names.
That's maybe it.
Who was it?
Bagley.
Okay.
Jimmer.
Okay.
Spencer Hawes.
Okay.
Never Nervous Purvis.
Oh, I might agree with them on three
it's
of them.
Hard to argue.
I'd probably go Bagley, Spencer, Never Nervous Purvis, or Always Nervous Purvis.
You're not putting Jimmer on there?
Man.
He never really.
Oh, man.
he never showed any dissatisfaction or disrespect towards Sacramento that I know of.
No.
And that's maybe a key to this. If we're really gonna, put somebody on blast to the point of you're on the unmounted Rushmore.
Yeah.
You have to have disrespected.
Where's Buddy Hield at?
Yeah, Drapes wouldn't allow it, but he's not here today. And definitely when it comes to disrespecting Sacramento.
What about
Buddy's on the all disrespected Sacramento team?
Yeah.
I told you the story, I think.
Yeah.
When the Kings were playing the Pacers and Buddy was on the team, and I just happened to be seated in the media section next to two young ladies that work for the Pacers. And every time Buddy Hield did something, boo! And these two young ladies turned to me, what did he say? It's like,
can't say it.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I do your research. Got a phone in your hand.
Yes. I'll get kicked out of here.
I think Nick Stauskas has got to be high just because, the pressures that came with it.
But he didn't disrespect the city.
He didn't. But, Jimmer didn't. But it was just a heap.
Mm-hmm.
I think Thomas Robinson's up there.
All right.
We got time.
That's very, very close.
That's a very good one.
That may be it. And there's someone else with a Mount Rushmore, Oscar, and it's Oscar Robertson. But no, this is just of this century. That's why, because that's pretty clear who the all-time Kings history, who the four should be. Jerry Lucas, of course, is one of them. But we thought it was more interesting if we talk about the just of this century. So we got a number of things going on here. When we come back, though, it's all going on because we're going to catch up on what's going on with the new Sac Republic Stadium. Connor Sutton, the one and only, joins us next. Drive Guys, Sacktown Sports.
The Alan Styles Show.
Somebody was talking about the Raiders and how good Derek Carr looked and how they wanted to do the sit him for a year thing, but it's just really hard when you got a Lamborghini in the garage and you want to test it out and drive the Lamborghini around. And who is the Lamborghini in the garage right now for the Kings? Is it Keon? Keegan can't be the Lamborghini. Keegan's playing.
You can listen to the Alan Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by the Roseville Auto Mall.
I'm Dirk Verdorn in the KCRA3 Weather Center, and a clear night tonight with temperatures eventually dropping off into the mid to low 60s as we head into Thursday morning. Winds will stay light and lots of sunshine for Thursday afternoon with daytime highs in the mid 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
The Roseville Auto Mall is Northern California's ultimate destination when looking for your next vehicle. Find the largest selection with 20 top brands and get huge savings during our Labor Day sales event going on now at the Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
Wow, it's so good to finally be back home.
Is it me or is it musty?
Oh, damp. Check the bathroom.
Damp!
The basement?
Damp! Wait!
Yeah?
I'm ordering damp bread!
So we don't have to move?
Eliminate damp, musty smells by trapping excess moisture. Get rid of the damp with Damp Rid.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Your car steering wheel could be a ticking time bomb. At least 24 people have died and many more injured because their airbags fired shrapnel at them upon inflating. Tens of millions of cars have been recalled. If you suffered cuts that required stitches, hearing or vision loss, or broken bones, please contact us today. You could be owed money for medical bills and other damages.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit us at badairbags.com for an office near you. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Summer's wrapping up and life is picking back up. Early mornings, long days, and a to-do list that doesn't quit. And neither should you. Who has time to slow down due to body pain? That's why there's Aleve to keep you going. With just one pill, Aleve delivers longer-lasting body pain relief per dose compared to other leading OTC branded pain relievers. Aleve helps keep you moving from sunup to sundown with up to 12 hours of pain relief per dose so you can keep moving and be ready for whatever's next. Use as directed.
Toyota's national sales event is on, with great deals happening now through Labor Day, like on the rugged, versatile 2025 Tacoma, or score low 1.99% APR on the 2025 Tundra, built to haul, tow, and handle your to-do list. And don't miss the all-new 2025 4Runner, fearless on the trail and in traffic. Hurry in for Toyota's national sales event before these deals are gone for good. Toyota, let's go places. Offer available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit. Offers end 9/2/25.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Mocash, Vincent Mason, and Averyana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
The Tribe Guys powering your afternoons Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Got Jay and Whitey today. Thanks for being with us. We're going to talk now. We've been talking about stadiums today and where a baseball stadium might go in Sacramento, but we know that we got a soccer stadium that's going up. They've already broken ground for it. Nice enough to join us with more on that. He, of course, is the MC for Sac Republic, host of the Breakaway Pod. Jay, he's the SDEOE, the Senior Director of Event Operations and Entertainment.
Ooh, that's a title, baby.
Yes, Connor Sutton with us. How are you, Connor?
What's up, gentlemen? Thank you. Good to see you guys, or I guess talk to you guys. And yeah, a lot of fun happening in the Republic world.
Yeah, before we get to the stadium, that's what we want to talk to you the most about. Republic FC on the road for a while. Tell us about how the team's doing and where they are on the road here for a spell.
Yeah, so if you haven't been following the team, the last really couple months have been really, really good. Obviously coming off a loss on Saturday, but for the most part, the team has been really, really solid, climbing the standings. We're on the road for a little while here. We take on New Mexico this weekend. And then in about a little bit over a week, we are in the semifinal of the Jägermeister Cup against Rhode Island FC. And if we win that game, we might be hosting a final in October. So a lot happening on the field. The team's been playing well. They've been there was a while that we were around the playoff bubble, but it really leaped up to the top of the rankings. We were at second for a little bit, now kind of fighting for the top three spots in the Western Conference right now, still currently in second. So a lot of positive happening on the field for Republic SC.
I'm gonna need you guys to take care of Rhode Island. That's where my father's side of the family is from. So they're out in Providence. I need a little bit of bragging rights there, Connor. So make sure you holler at the team for me. Definitely 11 out of 12 years heading towards the playoff, which is big time. Yes. But speaking of big time, it's been a long time waiting. I always go back to the ceremonies on Capitol for a long time and talking to the MLS commissioner and so on and so forth, and being down at the bar and having a celebration. But now is the time for the Sac Republic to break ground as you have. Speak to that and what it means to finally have put a shovel in the dirt.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's been a lot of ups and downs regarding a stadium getting that MLS bid, getting it taken away from us, kind of regrouping as a club and really focusing on the fact that we don't need MLS to be successful. We believe that this club is what is special in Sacramento. We're so good in the community. We still have a great atmosphere at Hart Health Park. And so finally being able to build something that we can call our own and breaking ground on that after so much turmoil and so much, frustration over the years. And finally, a lot of hard work has been going on behind the scenes with Kevin Nagel, Wilton Rancheria, our president GM, Todd Donovan, to get this done. And now we've finally broken ground, and we're, a year and a half away from finally being able to have our own stadium. And that rail yards area that's been empty forever, it feels like, will start to get filled up with, Kaiser's going out there. There's a bunch more happening, and obviously the stadium. I just think for the city, it's going to be incredible. But for the club, having a state-of-the-art stadium that's going to be just the best in the league, and even I think rival with many MLS stadiums, is going to be really, really awesome.
That's Connor Sutton, of course, from Sac Republic. And Connor, your comments about MLS raise an interesting question here. can you expand the stadium and the mock-ups? Everything looks great, but should the situation require it, would you be able to expand the stadium? Is that part of the blueprint allowing you to expand the stadium if that is necessary down the road?
Yeah, so right now we're focused on a 12,000 seat stadium for USL, which we think is going to be really, really great for Sacramento. If and when that does come, or if it ever does come, we do have the ability and the plans to grow up to 20,000 seats. We don't know what the future is going to hold in that front, so we're focused on building the best 12,000 seat stadium in the USL, and maybe some that I said will probably be better than a couple of MLS stadiums that are out there right now. But yeah, we obviously are keeping that in the back of our mind, but still focused on getting the stadium ready for 2027 in the USL Championship, and then hosting some of those MLS teams in the Open Cup, and as we've done it a couple times, beating them on our home turf. So that's what we're looking forward to, is doing that in our new stadium.
That boy Connor, you have to be so humble, man. You can say you tap dance on them boys for a minute. We own the San Jose Earthquake, but I'll speak
That's
for
right.
you. Don't worry about it, big time. I got you back here. Joined by Connor Sutton of the Sac Republic. Connor, one of the things when a new stadium is put together, when there is a plan, it's about the things that go around it. Speak to the site and everything that's happening around the new rail yard and the new stadium also.
Yeah, well, the stadium is definitely the catalyst, and we think is going to be so important for bringing people down there. And then there's just a lot of space in that area that eventually will get developed. So there's a lot of aspects that are still being worked on behind the scenes on that front. But being able to put a stadium, much like Golden One Center did for downtown, except for in a whole new area that hasn't been developed, it's going to be just electric. It's going to be a whole new entertainment district with the stadium as the catalyst. And I think it's something that in 10, 15 years, we will appreciate and think of these moments as Sacramentans as kind of a spot of when this city has changed for the better to really develop. It's going to be great for the local economy. It's going to be great for entertainment goers, concert goers, and obviously soccer fans as well. And people just want to hang out and be downtown. That's going to extend downtown in a whole nother way. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, it's incredible, Connor. Connor Sutton is with us, and I know you know a lot more about this than I do, but there was a time when if you were going to put a stadium somewhere, you wanted to put it near things, and now it's a matter of we are going to put the things around the stadium. We're going to build the area around the stadium as part of the stadium. It's just it's interesting the way that has changed. Let me ask you about the timeline, and you touched on some of the key dates there, but what is the timeline for the new building? What's it looking like?
Yeah, we are aiming for an 18-month-ish build and to be ready to open in 2027 for the season starting in March. So, it's exciting. We're fired up about it. We have some great partners on the project with us that are working their tails off behind the scenes to hit all the deadlines, make sure we are all set. And 2027 is what we are aiming for, and that's our North Star right now.
Connor, now let's get to the juicy part of the situation, because I've had teetered on the line, Whitey, and I don't know if we've had this conversation about gaining or grabbing season tickets for the Sac Republic. The problem is half the time we're out of town or something's going on and I'll be giving away tons of tickets. No problem, because I already do anyway. But me and Draper have had this conversation about going half on a brand new, putting the deposit down. So, Connor, I need you to speak to my heart and speak to my mind big time. Let me know why me and Draper need to go half and half on a brand new pair of season tickets and everything that we can expect and when we can drop the deposit and everything else.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so we are taking deposits right now for the Republic Stadium. You can go to republicstadium.com, and those people will get priority in the stadium. But if you want the highest priority, become a season ticket member in the 2026 season. We're still taking those season ticket members now, and you'll get tickets for next season and then have priority, and you get to pick what seat you want going into the new stadium. So that's the way you can pick your exact seat is by becoming a season ticket member for 2026. But if not, you can place a deposit at republicstadium.com. If you haven't seen the stadium renderings in the video, you can see it on that website. It's going to be really an electric stadium. It's going to be unlike, you come to it and had a great experience at Hard Health Park at a Republic game. I think it's going to be so much better. Not that our experience isn't awesome now. I just think it's going to take it to the next level. And we're fired up for that here coming up in the next 18 months or so.
Yeah, congratulations on all that, Connor. We always enjoy talking with you. Thanks for your time. We hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. Take it easy. Jay, I guess I'm not part of your season ticket plans.
Well, you had been gone. You had been gone.
You got my number.
You had been gone. Actually, we had talked about this months ago. I don't know if you remember. Remember we were having this conversation? We were talking about the Stockton Kings, and we should get season tickets. And it was like, you know what? Now let's do the Republic.
Oh, okay.
It was during that time. So you were sitting right there in the seat. You probably just weren't listening like Kyle Draper normally does.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I didn't ask Connor real quick, and I want to make sure I mention this because me and you and Kyle Draper, every single person on this show, even my boy, the fighting zebra back there, Anthony as well. I know his heart and his mind is in this. Something that caught my eye is when you put down a deposit for season tickets for the Sac Republic, each deposit will contribute back to the community, right? We're all about that here on Drive Guys. We're all about that here on Sac Sports 1140. They are taking portions of the deposits and funding more futsal courts.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That means more soccer fields throughout our community being put together by the Sac Republic. One of my pet peeves is bringing zip codes together in Sacramento. And one of the things, and I'll peel back the curtain. I've had conversations with some of the brass over at the Sac Republic about this. Soccer is huge when it comes to the minority factor throughout the world.
Sure.
You know, we talk about all the different leagues that are throughout the, you know, internationally. It's everywhere.
Yes.
Right. And so one of my things is we can't lose vision that minorities and specific zip codes in Sacramento need that assistance as well. And they want to be tied to the Sac Republic. So I commend Sac Republic for, you know, pushing the narrative forward and giving back to the community and rocking in Sacramento and not just being a flag waver, you know, actually getting out there as we're talking about our all lunch pail team for the Sacramento Kings out there actually putting in full-fledged effort. So shouts out to the Sac Republic for doing that.
Yeah, pretty soon you'll be driving down the street in Sacramento anywhere. And there's a new stadium. There's a new stadium. There's a new stadium.
You ain't
all
lying.
over the place. When we come back, how the 49ers are better today than they were 24 hours ago. Next on Sacktown Sports.
Attention taxpayers. If you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000. And they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated.
Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority Tax Relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584.
Priority Tax Relief.
The Alan Styles Show.
Somebody was talking about the Raiders and how good Derek Carr looked and how they wanted to do the sit him for a year thing, but it's just really hard when you got a Lamborghini in the garage and you want to test it out and drive the Lamborghini around. And who is the Lamborghini in the garage right now for the Kings? Is it Keon? Keegan can't be the Lamborghini. Keegan's playing.
You can listen to the Alan Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a month in bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
The Giant Summer Sale is here. Get giant savings on our Giant selection only at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save during the Honda Summer Event and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. See all our specials at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Sled Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Hey, Sacramento homeowners, imagine the coolest, most comfortable summer in 30 years, leaving air conditioning giants drowning in overstock. That's your golden ticket to massive savings right now at Sierra Pacific. We've forged powerhouse partnerships with the world's top manufacturers. They trust us for flawless installations, unbeatable service, and our massive reach across Sacramento to move their inventory fast. In return, exclusive, jaw-dropping discounts just for you. Upgrade your home with premium systems at rock-bottom prices, installed by the region's elite craftsmen, and backed by ironclad warranties and legendary support. Plus, snag huge tax credits and SMUD rebates to slash costs even further. This inventory clearing bonanza won't last. Seize it today. Call Sierra Pacific for your free in-home consultation and discover the perfect system for your ultimate comfort. Dial 916-638-0543 now or head to SierraPacificHome.com. Don't miss out. Your cooler, cozier home awaits.
Sierra Pacific Solar Heating and Air. The guys in the big red trucks.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140. Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sacktown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
49er fans have been understandably at least a little bit nervous this week with all the injury issues, especially at wide receiver, some uncertainty over the kicker. I think, though, 49er fans can feel a little better about things right now than they could 24 hours ago. Yesterday, of course, cut down day in the NFL. And as you know, as we discussed, as everybody who's at all interested in the 49ers has been mentioning, the 49ers were scouring the waiver wire for any wide receiver help, and they ended up with Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So that's better than the way things looked 24 hours ago. You now have, 3 healthy wide receivers, Jay? So, I mean, obviously you still need more, but that's something. And the deal with Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Seattle was trying to trade him, and he's not a special teamer, doesn't play special teams. They had a couple guys that they thought played better than him, so they wanted to trade him, and then they couldn't trade him. So, he gets waived, and the 49ers pick him up. But the 49ers still obviously need more wide receivers. You need more than 3. Could Juwan Jennings be part of the week 1 picture? Maybe. We'll look at what John Lynch had to say about that in a moment. But Kendrick Bourne, as you may have heard, also was let go by New England. And so a lot of people have been saying that the 49ers have been eyeing Kendrick Bourne, the former Niner, for the better part of a year. So we're waiting to see if something happens there as well.
we'll welcome him with open arms.
Yes.
Bring him back.
Mhm.
Bring him back home.
Maybe he's a little miscast in New England.
A little bit. You know, he's brash. He's got a lot of bravado. He'll tell you, hey, I'm Kendrick Bourne.
Mhm.
I don't know if that floated that well over in the Belichick era, and then now, Gerard Mayo, and now pushing over to the new era. And so he's also been banged up quite a bit over there. But when he plays, he puts up numbers.
Mhm.
Like, he is better than just throwing somebody out there. He actually will produce.
Mhm.
So I like Kendrick Bourne. I like him way better than Valdez Scantling.
Mhm.
But he may have some options too.
Right. Certainly could.
Yeah.
Supposedly Valdez Scantling was looking at Pittsburgh or the 49ers, decided to come
on
here.
the West Coast.
Yeah. Speaking of Bourne, just sidebar, you ever watch the Bourne movies, Jay? You ever watch any of the Bourne movies?
Nah.
Man, the fight scenes in those, if I'm doing anything, watching baseball, get ready to go to bed, whatever it is, and one of those comes on, it's like, oh, I gotta watch.
You all in?
Yeah.
Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there 3 of them?
I think there's more than that
There's
now.
more
There
than that?
originally
Okay.
was 3 with him.
Okay.
And they're all kind of the same. He's in Germany and people are
Sure.
chasing him and he's okay. And then he gets spotted and then and then he gets in a big fight and it's amazing in a car crash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At least you know what you're getting into. Like, I'm a big Mission Impossible guy, Expendable, stuff like that. So I know, there's the plot is not the best. It's all about the action and cars blowing up and him jumping off the, a building onto another helicopter and then flying a helicopter over the ocean and jumping on a whale. Something that's crazy.
So Ethan Hunt is Mission Impossible, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Jason Bourne would destroy Ethan Hunt.
Are you serious?
Yes. He would annihilate him.
Ooh, that might be a conversation to have one day here. That is very, very, my grandmother is a Bourne fan, the books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she always like, read the books, and so she takes a look at the movie and she's like, nah, this ain't it for me, compared to the books.
Mhm.
So I never got into the movie. Never really. I felt like I know I've seen a little bit of one or two, but they didn't capture me.
Yeah. I think Matt Damon said, I'm never doing another one. And then, there's a period there where he was in everything. And he did go back and do one more, and it wasn't very good. I think Jeremy Renner was in one. But anyway, sidebar, you mentioned Kendrick Bourne. I just have to admit, those Bourne movies, when one's on, it's, that's not as common now in the age of streaming, because you can pretty much watch whatever you want, whenever you want.
Yeah.
But still, there are some movies that is like, Bourne's on.
Got to stay. It just glues you in. Robert
It
Ludlum
does.
is the author too. It just popped in my mind.
That's right. Maybe I should read one of those.
Yeah, you should. My grandmother swears by it. She's like, oh man, they're great espionage books. They're fantastic.
I think I will do that. The Juwan Jennings mystery, meanwhile, still hangs over the 49ers. General manager John Lynch spoke about this today. And it seems to me, Jay, before we get any further, you're really, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to me you're not really concerned about Juwan Jennings.
No, not really.
Huh?
No, not really. Because it'd be different if he was. I think he has some room to play with in the form of, listen, you guys need me probably more than I need you. Like when you talk about players who are kind of sitting out for money and trying to figure out how they can get paid and pulling the okey doke over teams in certain instances. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes they deserve to get paid and they should get paid. But when you really look at the players' positioning, and I sit back and now take a look at Juwan Jennings, a lot of times they don't really have a lot of cachet to sit on. They don't really know, because this is the thing. These teams are making money hands over fist. And as quick as they need you, unless you're Micah Parsons, guys like that, you're replaceable.
Oh, absolutely.
And we've been shown that over and over and over and over and over and over, right? The league will continue. Doesn't matter who you are, even the greatest of the greatest. So now let's look at Juwan Jennings' situation. The Niners need him for a week or two. I truly say this. If Tricky Ricky P or somebody goes out and has a huge game in week 1, Juwan Jennings in trouble in the form of his positioning. Because right now, We just don't know what anybody else can produce. We know what he can do. Now, if the first 2-3 weeks go on and the Niners wide receivers are dropping the ball and nothing big is happening, then I think is when he has the opportunity to say, look at me, look at me, look at me. I think there's a little bit of unknown that still creeps in my mind to say, well, Juwan, you might want to accept that $7+ million, even though the base is 1 point something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You said something earlier that I tend to agree with. You said, look, a guy says he's hurt, he's hurt.
Oh, absolutely.
We don't know. And there's reason to wonder whether he is or not. I don't know. But one thing I've learned with sports, if a guy says he's hurt, for the most part, I've learned you go with that.
That's right.
Because there have been occasions where a guy says, I'm hurt. And people say, no, you're not. I think of J.R. Richard, who ended up, I got something wrong with my shoulder. Nah, you're fine. And I think he had a stroke.
Yeah.
So we don't know for sure. But it's interesting to me because it sounds like you're saying if you were advising Juwan Jennings, you might tell him, just sit this out a little bit because you're going to, depending on how the team plays and how the players are bringing in play, your leverage might actually go up if you just kind of sit out a while.
Well, I thought he should have, as soon as we heard, he requested a trade, he and his agent requested a trade, I thought that's when you don't even show up at all. You sit at the house and you mingle with the significant other and your children or your friends, your parents, and you just, you go to Ibiza.
Yeah.
You go over to Singapore like Kyle Draper and you get away from it. Ibiza, yeah, Spain, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is. Thank you.
So you get away, right? And so that's what I thought he was going to do. But I don't, maybe it shows the character of who he is. Maybe it shows that they felt, they playing by him showing up would be playing ball and the 49ers would bend to his, his asks. But I'm not sure. I would have stayed away. I wouldn't have played. I wouldn't have practiced. I wouldn't have did anything. I would have say, you want me to be in Santa Clara? Show me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he is kind of relented on that.
If you go, you're basically telling them, I'm unhappy, but I'm still going to do what you want me
to do. And then wasn't that almost to the T, the specific words that were said? I'm unhappy, but I'm still going to come. No, strike is a strike, big time.
Yeah. John Lynch said today that Juwan Jennings' status is still up in the air as he recovers from a calf injury and that, he requested a trade. John Lynch said a while back. So John Lynch today is framing it this way. Yeah, he asked for a trade, but that was a while ago. That's not relevant now. And that's one thing for John Lynch to say. Is that how Juwan Jennings feels? We don't know. But John Lynch did say, as far as trading Juwan Jennings, we're not doing that. And he said the team has been negotiating with Jennings throughout the offseason.
Yeah. Well, how far have we gotten? I mean, we're pushing up on September here. How much more negotiation we going to have? Jerry Jones?
So that's new. That would suggest that, we're still talking. It's not a matter of, now you're getting what we're paying you now. If they're still negotiating, Jennings just got a contract extension last season, 2 years, $15.4 million. That was in May. He's seen the 49ers sign several players to big money deals since then, but he does have some leverage with injuries to Brandon Ayuk, Jordan Watkins, Jacob Cowing, Deebo Samuel, not to mention DeMarcus Robinson getting suspended. Yeah.
Let me ask you, Whitey, and no doubt it factors into it, but is his real leverage that he had a good season last year, his best season by far, and that's spinning off a great Super Bowl? Or would you say his leverage is the fact that he's the most known commodity in the wide receiver room right now? Like, what's his big play?
It's just that he was so productive last year when they needed him.
Okay.
When Ayuk was hurt and they needed somebody to, I hate to use this term, it's a cliche, but step up, and he did. And they need someone to do that again.
Right.
So this was interesting. John Lynch was asked about, look, he's not around. Is it his calf or is it his contract? John Lynch said, both things can be true. He has a calf injury and he wants a new contract. People want to assume one or the other. Both things can be true.
I kind of read that in the form as he could play if he wanted to.
Yeah.
But the fact of it is he's still unhappy.
Yes.
And so he's just going to take it easy.
If both things are true, that means he's unhappy with the contract.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Albeit he's probably tweaked the calf too. That's why I truly believe the 49ers will say, go ahead, test us. But the caveat for Juwan Jennings, it's not a good thing, but it's something that has happened, is he could say, well, my calf still hurts, man. I'm not going to play week 1 and really go out and see or test, the 49ers to say, well, run Jacob Cowing out there and see what happens. Go ahead and run Valdez-Scantling, somebody you just picked up a week and a half ago, and see what happens against Seattle, who has some decent cornerbacks. We'll see. Jesse Minter defense, we'll see.
It does sound like, trying to, read between the lines here, it sounds like this is probably going to go on a while. To your point, it sounds like both sides are kind of dug in, and Juwan Jennings might be at a point where he's saying, my calf hurts, I can't play, so what are you going to do about it? And then the 49ers are going to see what they can do about it with Valdez-Scantling, maybe Bourne, and then we'll see who ends up with more leverage after they've played a game or two.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That is what you said. That's exactly what you said.
Week one would definitely give us a telltale.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. You go get Kendrick Bourne and he's healthy. Yeah, Juwan Jennings is going to have a little less legs to stand on. And I'm not saying Kendrick Bourne is Jerry Rice. By all means, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's Debo Samuel. I'm not saying that.
Better than Jerry's kid?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But I do think he is serviceable. And, he is the type of guy, because hear me, Whitey, guaranteed, Kendrick Bourne going out there and catch 6 passes for 100 yards week 1. And albeit he's got to be signed and get in and all that type of stuff. But Kendrick Bourne type of person, I'm going to let you know about it. He'll be on, matter of fact, he'll come on this show and say, yo, Whitey, did you not see me get 6 of them for 100? Like, that's the type of cat Kendrick Bourne is. And we know that can echo through what else is going on through the league, through the conversations.
That can send reverberations or ripples through the whole pond.
So, I think Jennings has a spot in the leg to stand on, and I think he may test it and use the calf. Again, I think he's hurt. I'll never say an athlete's not if they tell me they're hurt. That's where I'm going with it.
Kyle Shanahan, meanwhile, according to reporting from Matthew Barrows and Vic Tafer, he says, you want an update, Jay, on Dominic Pooney and Ben Bart?
Sure.
Kyle Shanahan says he's optimistic that they'll be good to go for the season opener.
That means they're not.
That's the way I read it, too.
Yeah, that means they're not. I mean, we'll see.
I read it exactly.
Matt Hennessy and
optimistic. Yeah. Upton Stout with calf injury. Jordan James Finger returned to practice today. Yetur Gross Matos knee was not participating. So anyway, that's pretty much where things are. And hey, guess what? Thomas Morstead re-signed with the 49ers. They've got their punter back.
They got their punter back. They definitely did.
And Cowing, you mentioned Cowing. He was moved to IR to make room for Morstead. He'll now miss at least 4 games.
Yeah. I mean,
further compounding.
Truly, it's going to be Ricky Pearsall. It's going to be Valdez-Scantling and probably going to be Sky Moore.
Yes.
As your starting 3 wide receivers.
They're the only ones healthy right now.
Ooh, man. That is Jordan Watkins is at last point was questionable, trying to work his way back in. That's a lot right there, brother. That is a lot. Kendrick Bourne, come on down.
Hey, Jay, I'm Kyle Shanahan. I can scheme around it.
You might well not be stubborn this time.
I don't need a quarterback. Whatever I got, I will scheme around it.
Gonna make it work there, Kyle?
I'm optimistic that I will.
Man, think about Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Juszczyk. All right, that's cool. B. Rob Jr., Brian Robinson Jr., he'll be there, no doubt about it. Garindo will be there. Garindo's banged up, but he's not questionable. He's not on IR. He's not on the pup.
At this point, if all your organs are in place, you're good to go, right?
You don't have anything that's been sutured in the last couple of weeks.
Right.
But, okay, now here we go. Ricky Pearsall, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and Sky Moore. And then you got Trent Williams, who hasn't played at all. Colton McKivitz as a right tackle. Probably Drew Moss. Jake Brindle as your center. And then Connor Colby. Is it going to be Connor Colby, or do they kick Burford in? Boy, that's a lot of patchwork right there, brother. That's a lot of patchwork.
I think you got to start with Burford and give him the chance.
You kick him in.
Yeah.
Kick him into the guard.
Yeah.
Next
That's
to
what
Trent.
he used to be.
Well, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
You kick him into the left guard or right guard.
Yeah. And then you just try to be optimistic that that's going to work too.
Dang, man, we need some optimism.
Yeah. We can scheme around that, Jay. We'll scheme around offensive line. Yeah. As long as they run block a little bit, we'll scheme around it.
Is there anybody else in the league this banged up? Have you taken a look? I need to take a look.
Yeah, I haven't paid as much attention to other teams. There's not that I know of. There have been a number of injuries, going back to the starts training camp for the different teams. A lot of guys have gotten hurt so far this year, but I don't know that anybody's as banged up as the 49ers. Have you seen the video of Orlovsky with the VR on ESPN?
No, I haven't.
Okay, this was interesting, and it speaks to how difficult the position is. This was, and I don't know how old it is. I saw it today. I think something might have been posted by Connor Sutton.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Orlovsky has the VR on, and he's on TV, and people always look goofy with that because they can't tell exactly where they are. And he saw, and then we saw on the screen what he's looking at, and it's Buffalo against Kansas City. And he's looking at it, and he's saying, okay, you got this is your protection, and if you're the quarterback right now, you got to worry about this guy, but it's okay because I have a back here who's going to pick him up. The worry is this guy on the right side, and he's a little bit off the line of scrimmage, but if he comes, I really can't block him with this scheme, so I have to just make sure that I have time to get the ball out where I want it to get out. And it's just amazing because a quarterback, when he comes to the line of scrimmage, he got to see all of that.
All of it. Yeah, all 11.
Really quick, he can go, wait. What are you guys doing?
Right.
Are you rushing? Are you coming? Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, it is. I'm not saying quarterback is easy to play, 100%. That you see people get away, and we'll see it a lot here in high school football. You see it a lot in college, and that's one of my issues with Kyle Shanahan's offense is there are ways to at least get a little insight to what the defense is doing. 49ers come up to the line so damn long, so damn late that you don't really get the opportunity to see the defense set up a lot of times. But how many times when you watch high school football or college, and you see a little bit in the pros where guys are already lined up with 20 seconds on the clock, right? And so you're looking around, and then they look over to the sideline, Whitey, and then they're waiting for the play to come in. A lot of that is just dressing to see what the defense is doing.
Yeah.
We don't take advantage of that at all for the 49ers. Zero zilch. It is one of my pet peeves with Kyle Shanahan. He will take forever
to
get
what
a
Matt
play
Ryan
call
said
in.
about the Super Bowl.
Yes. Like, dude, give me an opportunity to go out and cheat a little bit. Let me just see where the corner is at least lined up. Man, he takes forever. Takes forever. He's got to be having Pythagoras theorem for a play call.
Speaking of quarterbacks, real quick here, Jay, before we take a quick timeout. Looks like the Colts, according to GM Chris Ballard, they are not going to trade Anthony Richardson.
No.
We're not trading him. Both competed, professional, battle to the end. At the end of the day, Daniel Jones won the job. Does that mean we're down on Anthony? Not you, Anthony. Everyone
fighting zebra
appreciates what you do.
Yeah.
No, but I don't want to dismiss that Daniel's had a good run here. Anyway, they feel like, Anthony Richardson still has an opportunity. I'm proud of Anthony, of where he's at, how far he's come. He's come miles. Now to continue to do that, that's when we've got a chance to see real growth, a lot of value in sitting behind a guy that's a professional and watching and learning and growing and working on the things you need to work on. So Anthony Richardson, now you're sitting and learning and you're interning for Daniel Jones. There you go.
Chris Ballard said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's almost as bad as saying we're optimistic that Daniel Pooney and Barch will play. What's wrong with Anthony? Does anything come to the eye or mind right now for you with Anthony Richardson?
I mean, you go back to the play. We were on the air when it happened. When he got hurt in the preseason in the first game this year, hurt his finger.
Didn't see the blitz.
And he just didn't see, I was just talking about Orlovsky. I mean, easy for me to say now, but I saw somebody break it down on video the next day. I didn't see it at the time. But the play was set up where the pressure was coming from. Everything was set up for him to go to the other side of the field. It's like, this is where the rush is. This is your outlet. And he never saw it. And he just kept looking to the side where the blitz was coming from, and he got annihilated.
So it's his IQ.
It just doesn't have that presence, you know? I hate to say IQ.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, it doesn't mean,
I got what you're saying.
Just recognizing the things that quarterbacks got to recognize.
Quarterback IQ.
Yeah.
Not so much as day-to-day IQ.
Yeah.
Being able to read the defense, know where the outlet is, know where your out is, know when to, break the pocket.
Do you remember a little quarterback used to play for Seattle? I think David Craig.
David Craig. I remember David Craig.
I remember someone telling me, I was on a station once where Dwight Clark was on all the time. And one of the guys on the show was like playing catch with Dwight Clark or something. He was talking about, if I have this right, it was David Craig. And David Craig was like, he didn't have a lot of skills,
right.
But you put a defense up there and he knows right away what you're doing.
Dissect what's going on.
Yeah.
Just sharp. Yeah. Sharp as a ball point.
Uh-huh.
I got you. Man.
That's really important
at that level. Absolutely it is. I think Anthony Richardson has all the tools,
definitely,
the talents.
Definitely.
So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. When we come back, I'll tell you what's going on. We're looking again at the all-time Sacramento Kings lunch pail team with the Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
The Drive Guys.
And I know you guys missed me, so I was like, I'm coming in.
We're starting to get used to it. I'm not having you, actually.
I mean, I actually felt bad for Jay too. I'm like, damn, Jay, you got to work with this dude for 4 hours. I'm like, let me come help Jay. No, I'm messing with you. You know what, though? I missed you the other night.
You can listen to The Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767. Hey, everybody, it's Kyle Draper from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton, and let me tell you about the great deals they have going on right now. You can receive up to $9,500 in bonus cash when you lease select models. Not interested in a lease? How about a certified pre-owned vehicle? That's right. They have low rates for up to 36 months, or maybe you're looking to buy brand new. Well, they got you covered when it comes to that as well. And if you're looking for an electric vehicle, well, check out their deals on e-sprinters. Take it from me. I'm now rolling in the finest ride I've ever had. I'm driving the all-new electric EQS SUV. I don't have to worry about filling my tank at all. It's a long-range vehicle. And not only do I love it, my family loves it as well. So take it from me, Kyle Draper. Mercedes-Benz of Stockton is where you want to go to buy your new vehicle. They believe that when you buy the finest car in the world, you deserve the best car buying experience you'll ever have. They're just a short drive down I-5 or online anytime at mbfstockton.com.
High Voltage Live boxing action returns to the venue on September 6th as Uppercut Promotions presents Thunder Showdown with 6 big fights on the bill featuring local lightweight standout Kyle Lockenlally, who enters the ring undefeated. And don't miss a big heavyweight showdown with Chinese heavyweight Jung Long Sing and Sacktown's own Vikas Diaw. Thunder Showdown coming September 6th to the venue at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. Fight card subject to change.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist, If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit Pfizerforall.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ready to elevate your everyday? Quince has the luxe staples insiders swear by, minus the markup. From 100% European linen styles and 14-karat gold jewelry to gorgeous leather bags and elevated home finds, Quince has it all. And by partnering directly with top artisans and ethical factories, Quince delivers premium quality at half the cost of similar brands. Discover everyday luxury without the markup at Quince. Go to quince.com/style upgrade for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/style upgrade.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave here for Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room, inviting you to come join them every Wednesday for their midweek madness drawing, giving away $2,000 in total cash starting at 6 p.m. It's a safe and friendly environment, plenty of well-lit parking available, and it's conveniently located right there in downtown Sacramento. And remember, best food, best service, best games, 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Giant Summer Sale is here. Get giant savings on our Giant selection only at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save during the Honda Summer Event and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. See all our specials at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
The Drive Guys powering your afternoons Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Yeah, Jay, playing the Bourne theme. Appreciate it, Jay.
Of course.
Never leave a Bourne movie early in the theater because I'd stick around, Sheenan and Girls. Let's go. I was like, no, I got to hear the song.
You got to hear the theme?
By Moby. If I'm not mistaken, I think this
No,
is
you're right. Moby.
Yeah.
So Moby is an artist, not a band.
I believe that's correct. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Bourne movies. But I got to read the books. Jay said, your grandmother?
Yeah, grandmother Robert Ludlam. She used to read them. That's at my grandmother's house. What you reading? No, I'm reading The Bourne Identity.
Okay.
I'm like, what?
I'm going to do that. I've seen them. It's time to take the plunge on the books. Thank you, Jay. We have been talking about a number of Kings things today. We have ESPN and their experts have predicted where the Kings will finish, what their record will be. Don't say I didn't warn you. We'll look at that in just a second. But we have been talking about a lot of Kings lists, and the one I want to get back to here is a list that we're putting together with your help of the Kings, all lunch pail team, all blue collar team, the Kings players that worked the hardest, that played the hardest. Here are some of the names that keep coming up, Jay. John Brockman gets a mention. Of course, Ron Artest, I think, probably has the most votes. Scott Pollard. Randy Brown is a guy that I don't think we've mentioned. Randy Brown was a tough defender.
He was.
Yeah. Corliss Williamson. Carl Landry.
Yeah.
Carl Landry is a great guy.
Yeah.
He was a regular guest on our show. And Carl Landry, if I'm not mistaken, he got shot like he was a bystander.
Yes.
And he played like the next week or
something? Something right after.
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely needs to be on that list.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to take this into Friday, till we finalize this. We got some good names popping up.
Yes. We were thinking, we might have a team. We might have 10 spots. I think we're going to have a lot more candidates than we have 10 spots. We're going to have more than 10 candidates is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, we could fill a roster, right?
Yeah.
15? Too much? Is asking for too much? Or okay.
Yeah, we could do 15.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
We got some real estate. We can expand, look like some of the stadiums in Sacramento expand here.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys that are very legitimate contenders for this. Brad Miller's been mentioned a lot.
Yeah.
And it started because Jay just started naming players that played hard. And you said like Michael the Animal Smith. I think you said IT.
IT. Yeah.
Yeah.
IT is the epitome. He got every ounce of who he was out of his body. 100%.
Yep.
And this the thing when it comes to, he's talked about it. Like I put my body on the line for this sport, for this game. So no doubt about it.
He's a really interesting follow too.
He is. He talks about everything.
Yeah,
he definitely is.
He bears his soul a little bit.
He definitely does. It wears the emotions on your sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
100%. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm. Still one of the highlights of this show, this Drive Guys show, is Kyle Draper. While we were live on the air, you and me. Well, you were back here, huh?
Yeah, I was here. Yeah.
And Drape's going out there on the floor, and Isaiah Thomas was warming up, getting him on the air live.
I had him frightened, didn't I?
Yes.
I was pumping the fear in Drapes. Like, dang, he said he don't want to holler at you. Don't call him. Drapes like, that's my guy, not IT. What? He's really saying that? I'm just going along with it.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah,
hey,
me convinced.
Yeah. I'm just making it happen.
Mm-hmm.
IT and Drapes got love.
Yeah.
Real fast, Whitey.
Yes.
This was super funny to me. I had to give them a shout. Shouts out to the 209. We're talking about movies. Are you a Beverly Hills Cop guy at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen all 4 of them?
I don't know.
Okay. So part 3 is when Uncle Dave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is, they shot it right here. Part of the movie they shot at Great America Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
And it's based upon a theme park, and some things happen. I won't tell the story just in case anybody wants to watch it.
Spoiler alert for Beverly Hills Cop 4.
25
be
years
careful.
ago. But in part 3, if you've ever seen 1 and 2, Detective Rosewood gets he gets a raise. He gets bumped up, right? And his title is crazy. And I had to look it up because someone says Connor Sutton's got a title like Rosewood on Beverly Hills Cop 3.
I saw that and I didn't get the reference.
So what is Connor Sutton's title? Do you have it on the paper?
Yes. I had SDEOE, Senior Director, Event Operations and Entertainment.
So Rosewood was DDOJSIOC. When the 209 sent that in, because I'm a huge Beverly Hills Cop guy. I just was watching like 2 a couple nights ago. And I even went back and watched 4, which is called Axel. It just came out on was it Prime or Netflix, one of them, not too long ago, I think earlier this year. But it just brought back memories because I was like, man, Rosewood kept saying I'm DDO, ILOC, all that type of stuff. And Eddie Murphy used to make fun of him during part 3. So that's spot on. It was hilarious.
Could be text of the day. Certainly a nominee, maybe the winner.
It was Deputy Director of Operations for Joint Systems Interdepartment Operational Command.
I saw 1, of course, which was a huge hit. I may have seen 2. I don't think I've come near 3 or 4. Maybe I need to look them up too.
Come on now. I'm
just being honest.
While you watching The Bourne Identity, you got to at least watch 2.
Maybe. Let's watch this here. ESPN's expert panels. They're picking the contenders, the pretenders, the also-rans in the West this year, and also the records, Jay. Contenders, Oklahoma City, 64 wins. Rockets, 54 wins. Nuggets, 53 wins. Minnesota, 51 wins. Clippers at 50 wins. And the Lakers, 50 wins, according to ESPN's NBA experts. There's your 6 playoff teams this year in the West. It's interesting because I think yesterday the same panel had the Lakers as one of the teams that a lot of people expect to fall off.
It could falter.
Yeah. Now here they are, the 6th seed. Okay. The play-in group, 7.
Minnesota.
No, they already have Minnesota.
Oh, I heard Minnesota was in top 6?
Minnesota, they have
Denver,
4th.
OKC,
Oklahoma
Clippers.
City, Houston.
Oh, okay.
Denver, Minnesota, Clippers and Lakers.
I miss Minnesota. Okay.
The play-in group, 7. Warriors.
Yep.
8. Dallas Mavericks. 9. San Antonio.
Okay.
10.
Sacramento Kings.
With a 42-40 record, Memphis Grizzlies.
So they got the Kingdom not even in the play-in bracket?
They do.
Okay.
Your bottom 5,
All
according
right.
to ESPN experts, in the West. 11th with 39 wins, Portland. 12th, Sacramento at 37-45.
Oof.
Then it goes Phoenix, New Orleans, and the Utah Jazz.
Ooh.
I'd rather you hear it here than out on the street somewhere.
Dang.
Of course, it doesn't mean it's true.
No, it's not.
We know how unreliable experts can be. In fact, to that point, did you hear what Matt Ishbia said?
I did.
Yeah.
Meaning on what he tweeted?
Yeah. Burn City Sports said ESPN's NBA insiders ranked the Suns as one of the teams most likely to tumble in the upcoming season. That's what we're just talking about. Matt Ishbia responds on X, I'm not worried about the so-called experts. They had us as a title contender the past 2 years, and we're wrong then. We're focused on making our fans proud by playing great as a team and building a brand of basketball that's tough and gritty. So he's saying those experts don't know anything. They thought we were going to be good the last 2 years, and we stunk. So they're stupid.
Way to spin it, Matt. I understand. You're looking for any optimism that you possibly could have if you're Phoenix Suns.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, you just saying, hey, these guys been wrong once or twice. They could be wrong again.
Couldn't you find something else they were wrong about besides how good you were going to be?
I probably would. But, hey, listen, he's just shooting it straight, and I ain't mad at him.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here from Youngmisuk. Sacramento will have a full season under Doug Christie, who will try to get the best out of Zach LaVine, Domantas Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, Dennis Schroeder at point guard. Let's see. That's all they say about the Kings. With Durant now with Houston and Bradley Beal with LA, Phoenix has begun its rebuild. Can Zion Williamson stay healthy? Rounding out the bottom five, Utah's forever rebuild continues. So, yeah, again, the bottom five, according to ESPN, 11th Portland, 12 Sacramento, 13 Phoenix, 14 New Orleans, 15 Utah Jazz.
If Portland finishes in front of Sac, man, I'm going to pull my hair out.
Really?
Yeah. No way that should happen.
They got Yang Hansen.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. They got a few players. Jeremy Grant.
Holiday.
I get it.
Shane Sharp, Denny Avdia. That's our guy, Alan Stiles, one of his favorite players.
Yeah,
Donovan Kling and Scoot Henderson.
Ain't no way Portland should be finishing in front of Sacramento. I'll say that right now.
I will take a closer look at that when we come right back and wrap things up here. Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Dirk Fedorn in the KCRA3 Weather Center, and a clear night tonight with temperatures eventually dropping off into the mid to low 60s as we head into Thursday morning. Winds will stay light and lots of sunshine for Thursday afternoon with daytime highs in the mid 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Well, we've got winter coming eventually. Fall, of course, coming first, but it is time to start thinking about what kind of shape your HVAC system is in with the winter. It's going to get here eventually. I know it's still toasty warm. Is your air conditioning working well? You can make sure all those things are functioning well with the help of Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, leesair.com. We checked them out when our heater went down last winter. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, they treated us great with a ton of respect. The guys who came out and installed the new unit were great, and the unit is incredible. There are so many HVAC choices for you when you have heating, air needs, plumbing needs as well. Why choose Lee's? They offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. 4.8 stars on Google. They won awards for their service, and they spent more than 40 years now serving the Valley's HVAC heating and plumbing needs. That means they were just getting started about the time I'm Heidi Gleason. I'm on the radio when my illustrious career began. You can trust Lee's with installation and repair of your AC, furnace, and water heater, residential and commercial plumbing repair, commercial HVAC services too. Find out more at leesair.com. Their mission statement's on there. It's impressive. Find out how they are committed to serving customers and community, and check on their $99 HVAC tune-up service. Let Lee's take care of you the way they took care of me, treating us like family while setting us up with that HVAC system that has improved things at Whitey Woods, has improved our quality of life, and has improved the air we breathe. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, license number 635355. I'm Whitey Gleason.
It's the final days of Summer Closeout 25 at your Future Ford dealers. Get closeout pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. But don't wait. It all ends Monday at Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
Hey, everybody, it's Carmichael Dave. Labor Day is almost upon us. Can you believe it? And you can relax in style without breaking the bank. Why? Because it's the Labor Day sale at Amy's Outdoor Living. You can save from 40 to 70% on premium patio sets, colorful umbrellas, new cushions, beautiful and useful fire pits, and much more. And right now is the time to beat those tariffs and save your hard-earned money on most of their top name brands. Turn your backyard into a resort-style retreat. Hurry in to save 40 to 70% off your new backyard, because guess what? These savings will not last long. Amy's Outdoor Living, Used to go there with my dad as a little kid. That's how long they've been around. And now they have 2 locations on El Camino near Watt. That's the one I grew up going to. And the El Dorado Town Center. It's beautiful there. Amy's Outdoor Living, where your outdoor living begins.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Alan Stiles here with your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Luis Severino, out with that left oblique strain, has resumed playing catch, and his expected return is late August. Grant Holman, out with that strained right middle finger, expected return is TBD, but he has started gripping drills and is building toward a throwing progression. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. That was your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by Downtown LA Law Group. Hey, I'm Alan Stiles. Injured at work? Call Downtown. DTLA Law Group, California's leading injury law firm. With over 40 lawyers throughout California, they have won over $500 million in settlements. DTLA Law Group will get you compensation for your work injury. You don't pay unless they win. That's right. You pay $0 up front. Call Downtown. Text Injury Help to 40222. That's Injury Help to 40222. Visit them at calldowntown.com. Text charges may apply.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Sled Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Always more Kings talk to discuss.
And we've got you covered. It's the Drive Guys.
Yeah. All my friends know Kyle Draper. First, he's here, then gone like a vapor. The Drive Guys with us. Speaking of being gone, Drape's on vacation. I know Jay is out tomorrow. Got some family stuff going on. All the best to you, Jay.
Thank you, my brother.
We will miss you.
Absolutely.
Shouts out to you. Take care of.
Absolutely. Good things.
In the house tomorrow will be Chris Watkins.
Really?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
I was wondering. I hadn't got a note or a pigeon message, pigeon carrier or anything.
Carrier pigeon hadn't let you know?
No. You know, Pony Express.
So Watkins and Whitey tomorrow, and then hoping you're
the
back.
2 W's?
Yes. Well, what's going on? Hoping you're back Friday, but I know you got stuff to take care of.
No, I'll be back Friday, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the building.
Just to clean up a few or tie up a few loose ends, Anthony from Lincoln says the story that I told that he's heard and I've heard about Lincoln's called the Fighting Zebras because they once wore the uniforms of convicts. Anthony now says that's not true, Anthony. It's not true? Wow. There's a lot of people in Lincoln that think that's true. I sure thought it was true.
Meaning Phantom?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was true too, but apparently it was some suits that they wore from like the 1920s, and some reporter called them zebras.
So that's how they.
Yeah, I guess. Zebras. Who knows?
Yeah. The other story's way better. That story didn't even make sense.
Yeah, I'm going to keep telling the other story. A bunch of convicts playing high school football. It sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
That does sound a little better.
As far as the Kings go, We just mentioned that, for what it's worth, ESPN's panel of experts has the Kings finishing with 37 wins this year, out of the even the play-in picture. Obviously nobody knows anything right now. We don't even have all the roster set, but that's what they said. Our friend Anthony Slater was among those participating in this. So here are some responses on the text line. Kings are definitely better than the Spurs, Mavericks, and Portland. That's the one thing that stuck with you, right, Jay? It's like, there's no way Portland's going to be better than the
No
Kings.
way Portland's going to be better than the Kings.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I say that, and who knows?
They had Portland, with 39 wins and the Kings with 37. Let's just assume there's anything to this at all. The Kings, if they won 37, they would be 5 games behind Memphis for the 10th spot. So it would be a year in which, even if this is true, it's a year in which the Kings would be on the fringe of that play-in race for most of the year. Who agrees with you, Jay? I think a lot of people do, including Manny Too Legit. Portland will not finish ahead of Sacramento.
I know Portland is the sexy pick because they came on.
They're young.
A little late.
You
They're
can
young.
tell that they're expected to get better.
Yeah, and I believe that. I truly believe that. I like Scoot Henderson. I'm a fan of his. But ain't no way they're going to have a better record than Sacramento Kings. And if so, and this, now I'll pull a page out of the Kyle Draper page.
Here we go.
The book, is with all the turmoil that happened last year, the Kings still finished with 40 wins.
Mm-hmm.
They can't be worse, can they? Can they?
No, but if you're a little better or the same and everyone else improves more than you, you can be worse. Your record's worse. Your record's worse.
But then that would mean Portland would stay below them.
Yeah.
Unless they're one of the teams who highly improves.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're talking about, because even with that prognostication, Portland isn't making the play in 7, 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, I mean, the Kings still would be above them, even if other teams, the Clippers, the Lakers, those type of teams get better or have better records. Kings should still finish in front of Portland. I just refuse.
I think
any way you cut it, I refuse.
Would you agree that 44, 45 wins for the Kings, that would be like, yeah.
I'm
not saying
45 would be gravy. 100%.
Okay, yeah. We're on the same page there.
Yeah, I think they're a 40-win team again.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pretty close to that. 45, anything above that, oh, yeah, we're cooking with grease.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And 45 probably gets you like the 9 or the 8 spot.
Playing
in the West.
Playing situation yet again.
Mm-hmm. Playing's fine. It's just
of course.
Occasionally you got to emerge from it. You got to win and get out of it.
Got to do you right.
I don't care. Play. What about the play-in? It's fine if you're able to play out of the play-in.
Agreed. If you're right there and you're right on the precipice of doing that, then give me 1 year, one of the 3. You sneak out of here. Yeah.
Right. There's really no shame in being in the play-in. It's just it's a matter of, if you emerge, you're a playoff team, and if you don't, then you're not a playoff team. So you don't hang a banner like play-in team 2024,
The Lakers would.
Yeah, they probably would. On your list for blue-collar former Kings players, you need to include The Rock. By my memory, Michael Jordan said he was the best defender that ever defended him. Coming from Michael Jordan, one of the all-time greats. Mitch has to be on that list. Also, Michael Yogi Stewart getting a mention. Quincy Acey getting, as you pointed out, Jay, getting a lot of love.
Q around here.
Mm-hmm.
They love him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fan favorite.
We'll continue with that tomorrow when Chris Watkins is in. Davion Mitchell, Chuck Hayes. I don't know. I think maybe people are letting us know we've gone on long enough with this little exercise when you get Davion Mitchell and Chuck Hayes.
No disrespect.
None whatsoever. Golf to Go is coming up with Scott Marsh and the one and only Frank LaRosa. And I'll tell you,
he's not your guy.
He is my guy.
Oh, he's your guy.
Golf to Go about getting out of the bunker is so much better than the one about mosquitoes. I'm proud of you, Frank. You keep it going. That away. See what happens when you put your mind to it. It was great. It was one of my all-time favorite episodes. Golf to Go is next on Sacktown Sports.